Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday. This is going to be a special throwback.
It's a big one.
If you're unfamiliar, we've been featuring old games on our channel every Thursday for over a year now, throwing back to all sorts of games that we loved and also ones that we never even played until the throwback stream.
Talking about the Star Wars CCG. We're talking about the Star Wars TCG.
The Star Wars LCG.
We're talking about Wars.
Star Wars Destiny. It was basically a Star Wars stream.
Talking about, what was the Mythos? We're talking about the Mythos CCG.
7th Sea, love that one.
Battletech. That was awesome.
Netrunner.
Warlord.
There's a lot of...
Been a lot of good ones.
Richard Garfield games on the list, right? Battletech, Netrunner, Keyforge has happened. That's not really been a throwback.
There was another one that we did Vampire.
That wasn't old Garfield.
It's not Garfield. Eternal Struggle. There was another one kicking around, I feel like, that he did.
There was one that he did that we were like, it has Richard Garfield's name on it. All that to say, we're throwing back to the OG Richard Garfield game, originally released in 1993. This one is called Magic: The Gathering, and no joke, it is April Fool's if you're watching this back later. No jokes, this is easily the probably most important card game in the history of tabletop.
100%.
Completely changed the course of the industry and just shifted things on a level that really hasn't happened before since then.
Yeah, in fact, one of the things that we've noticed, so working through the back catalog of old collectible card games, is feeling the pressure that Magic put on all of the games and the games that were being developed at the time. You saw a shift from like more role-playing kind of focused games, more games that are played with 4 people around a table.
So good examples of those early on: Star Trek CCG, Star Wars CCG, Middle Earth CCG.
Yeah.
I found out we've been doing throwbacks to the Middle Earth CCG. It was actually designed and developed by people with a lot of role-playing experience.
Right.
And so, of course, that game makes a lot more sense. Between Lord of the Rings and role-playing, that's the card game that would come out.
And a lot of these games actually came from role-playing supplements and like role-playing ideas that were then like ported into card games. But I think what you saw was that when Magic exploded, which it did to an extreme degree and launched an entire industry essentially, the games that started coming out were now trying to be more heads-up, fast, streamlined tournament play card games. And so I think you lost a lot of the more like chunky role-playing style card games at the time. I think the Star Wars CCG was kind of the last one. It felt like it was the one that was the second lane that was trying to compete with Magic.
Like you have whatever category Magic is and games like it.
Yeah.
And then you had
Star Wars
Wars
tournament
TCG.
card game is what it is. I mean, Magic is just
like a TCG. Weird.
And it didn't even, from talking to Richard Garfield about this sometimes, we did a couple of interviews, and he didn't expect it to take off like it did. He certainly didn't expect everybody to have every card, those kinds of concepts. And so the entire kind of industry that rose up out of this was somewhat unexpected. But once that happens, you can't put the cat back in the bag. And local stores start to be able to essentially live on the profit of Magic: The Gathering. So now the entire local retail landscape is about this game. Yeah. And that definitely changes things. And we lived in that retail landscape.
I was going to say, we grew up in that, right? When we were kids, fortunately, we were from a small town, and my uncle had a movie rental business. And so we ran events and leagues at the back of his movie rental shop. But any store we went to came to the big city of Tulsa, which we're based out of now.
Rolled right in.
Just every game we played, and there's a lot of reasons. People talk like I saw the chat happening before we went live. Like we had never played Magic, and that's not necessarily true.
I actually played a decent amount. So what I actually had a friend of mine, we bought a bunch of bulk singles off of eBay. I bought all the blue singles and he bought all white, and we got like thousands of cards in for like $20.
That's right.
And we built decks with that and played a bunch, and it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was a wonderful time.
But ultimately, I think both of us ended up like I got in with Pokemon, and so then I think I was just a little too young for Magic, and no one really around in my friend group at the time or my family was playing Magic. And also I had the weird family like D&D Wizards thing going on.
It got swept up in that. My cousin actually for a time got really into, like, it was a very fundamentalist religious thing. And I was talking about Magic the Gathering about the time I was buying those singles, and he was like, "No, you can't do that." So like there was in the
You
late
can't.
80s,
It's illegal.
mid
Yeah.
90s, there was a real thing about like, hey, this is not something that kids should be doing. It's
Yeah.
satanic, that kind of thing. So I think that had a lot to do with it too.
Sure. Because I was allowed to play Pokemon and like even Lord of the Rings, but I couldn't play. I maybe could. I just didn't even dare.
It's the gathering, man.
Yeah.
What are you
and
gathering
then,
about?
Then
man?
early on,
Doing all the spells, casting
they had
stuff?
the thing where like you could actually win, like you bet cards on a game.
Yeah,
And
that
that-
was early. Apparently, that was right. You did the top card of your deck, and then the winner got both.
Between those two factors, it was nicked very quickly. But for one reason or another, whether it was interest or parents or situation, we grew up playing games that weren't Magic. And if you were around in the 90s and early 2000s and played anything that wasn't Magic, you probably have an experience a lot like us, which is you were definitely second rate. As a customer, as a player, as a participant in a community or a store.
You just meant less.
Yeah. So then
Yeah,
ultimately that fire fueled a lot for us because we just wanted to have space and support and a way to play the games we wanted to play and the way we wanted to play them. A lot of our early commentary too on this game. I at this point I have such a perspective on the industry. We've been around for a while that like there's no question it wouldn't be the same without this game and what it did.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't enjoy that phase in the middle where every game I wanted to play was just kind of getting stamped out, even though, practically speaking, I get why it happened at this point.
Yeah, and it's not Magic's fault. It's just the reality of the industry at that time and how outrageously successful it was.
Yeah.
And we were like, we don't understand. And then, even now, I think we finally do quite easily understand. But still carry that idea with us that we want to support like lesser known titles or lesser appreciated titles because everybody that is playing those games really deserves that level of support, some level of support that is not just magic.
Yeah. In an ideal world, people could play what they wanted to play.
Sure.
Right. I mean, that's
dollars and cents and tables.
You just got to find a way to make that practical. That's a big part of what we're up to. So we thought we would, I've referenced this. See, Stephen, I've referenced this game. We talk about it on and off on our podcast. We do a weekly podcast called the Covenant Cast, where we talk about tabletop as both players and retailers. And we're kind of odd because we haven't supported Magic. We don't do events. We don't sell product, that kind of stuff for the game. But one of the things that I have caught myself saying is that, I get why it happened and why it was successful and how important it was. But I just think there are better games. And I still think that's true, but I haven't played in like decades. So we thought we would get it back on stream.
Yeah.
On a throwback, see what it was all about, get to play it. Since the game came out, we thought we'd do it in a kind of unique way, experience this. A new format has shown up to the game.
And this is community developed, right? Community developed Commander as a format. It sounded like the most interesting way to play the game, ultimately. Which is, as far as I understand it, you can only have one of any card in the deck.
In Commander, except your resources.
Right.
Your
right.
lands.
So that helps prevent all busted combos and stuff, which is great. In any game, that's a great thing to do. And then you have like an actual little persona. A commander, yeah. That kind of dictates what you can put in your deck and then that you can actually put on the field, I think, and attack stuff with.
The commander basically is something you can put into play. When it goes away, it goes in like a special little zone. You can always pay to put it back in, as long as you can pay for it. And they kind of shape the identity. You have typical Magic is a little more abstract, right? So it's like you're attacking me loosely as a character.
The wizard.
In Commander, it's like you have a main character, which is kind of a physical representation of you. But from what I know of this format, part of why it was developed is there were a lot of judges that wanted something to do while they were hanging out, judging events or running an event, or after, that would also make a lot of the cards that just stayed in the binder a lot playable. Mm-hmm. And so that's why they had the one-of rule. By its very nature, it's going to have a more sealed draft vibe so that you can get away with playing certain cards that are just fine cards, but not necessarily synergistic with a bunch of other stuff to build a deck concept around.
And then they took that and they actually made a set out of it. Is that right?
They make sets now. Period. Like they're designing cards for this format. This is we have Commander Legends, a booster box here, which is draft booster packs. I think they are a little thicker than a normal pack that we're going to be opening into because we're going to be basically playing kind of sealed drafty Commander.
Now, are there commanders in this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. But we thought we would experience the game in what we have often recently heard is like the #1 way for new players to experience Magic.
People have been really jacked
Yeah.
about some of these new expansions, I think. Yeah.
So we have this Secret Lair Walking Dead expansion that I'm really excited to bust
It
open.
looks good. I mean,
Yes, don't open, dead inside. People also read it as don't dead, open inside.
now are you a Walking Dead fan?
I actually am.
So this
a
has
Walking
this into
Dead
Magic the
fan.
Gathering. This
looks
is the bridge that it took to get you
That's
there.
right. This is the thing that finally convinced me to buy my first Magic purchases ever was the Secret Lair character. So I'm excited to open this.
So all that I'm saying is like, obviously the community, narrative around this kind of an expansion has a lot going on to it. But I will say the geniuses at Wizards of the Coast did find a way to get you to buy Magic cards. So you can't hate that decision, right?
I'm going to assume it means that they have very wet brains.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Zach.
Right? To make that caliber of decision.
I wanted to let you guys know that Nalgene water bottles made in the USA, 100% HDPE food grade plastic. Really important for carrying your water, but not just for carrying it, but for delivering it to your mouth, because that's the most important part of water. You got to drink it, and a lot of times you might feel tired, you might feel upset, you might feel overwhelmed, and it might just be because you're not drinking enough high quality H2O. So Nalgene water bottles, 100% HDPE food grade plastic. Water your life, water your brain. Brought to you by our friends over there at Nalgene Corporation, United States.
The trademarked wet brains.
That's right. Hashtag wet brain. You can write me that check, Nalgene, $10,000 every time.
That's right. I'm going to open this.
All right, let's do it.
Down. So it's sealed. It's a true unboxing. Nice packaging. Look at this.
Should we go top down, you think?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's look at this thing. Many people probably have not actually seen one of these, you know?
The Secret Lair thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a white box. It's gone. I'm excited.
Now, this is like is this a slap in the... I won't say it like that. I don't want to lead the witness. But is this a slap in the face to retailers?
Right to water.
So this is direct from Wizards.
So actually, we were being facetious, but this was a very controversial product.
Yes.
And I had no idea because I didn't pay attention to Magic ever. I just was like, oh, I can play a Walking Dead character. That's fun because I do actually like the show. And the Secret Lair things apparently are things that you have to buy months in advance directly from Wizards. It doesn't go to retail. And from what I understand, this is one of the first ones that had things in it that are both legal in the now official Commander format that got adopted by Wizards.
These Walking Dead cards you can play in an actual game?
As far as I know, yes. Yeah.
If I saw like a Walking Dead character in a Magic tournament, I would hate it. Is that what people are mad about?
I think people are not happy about it. And the only way to get it was to buy it a long time ago, right? And so, like, if you found out about it now, I mean, you can technically buy it on, like I did, on the secondary market.
Are these, like, important cards? Like, can you actually, like...
You can actually play them as Commander.
They're, like, really important... Oh, it's just for Commander.
I think they're Commanders. I don't know if they're actual standard
Can you put
creatures
them in
that
a deck
can
or
play.
something? You figure that box
Struggling.
out?
There we go.
You need to,
It seemed like this
drink
slid
water?
out, but actually this opened up. Rick.
Apparently that is what people are mad about, according to the chat. Well, yeah, I mean, of course.
Jan's saying it's been crazy limited. They are just for Commander.
And they're unique cards that only come in that. I mean, that is a
But wet brain time. Apparently,
this is the weirdest way to package cards.
apparently they had it so that card was just sitting there. Apparently, nice, the Terminus map. How about that? Can you see that?
I mean, it's
Dead
nice,
heads
but
there it is.
I'm
Look at
just gonna throw this away, aren't I? I don't
that.
understand.
I mean, I assume this stuff comes out, and you could like put decks in there. If this all comes out, yeah, that's all fine.
It's like a deck box at a deck box size.
Yeah, you could. I think you could pull all this out and
Try
put
it?
cards in there.
Try it. Is this like? This is the size of cards, yeah? Yeah. See, perfect. So
Yeah, there you
that's smart. They've been drinking water over there.
They're wet brains. But from what I know, as controversial as it was, that slides in there.
It's not a okay.
As controversial as that was, this is an extremely successful product for Wizards of the Coast. Selling direct and selling a bunch of them, apparently. So while it might be a lot of people upset about it, that needs to be recognized.
The beast of capitalism fuels itself.
Yeah. All right, so check this out.
Yep.
Yep. We're going to check these cards out. We have Rick, the steadfast leader. You're gonna have to pick a commander in a second.
So these are our commanders.
These are potential commanders. Yeah.
Now, does this define the color pie that we get to play?
It sure does. So in Commander, any resource on a character is their color identity. So if you look, Rick has this 2 and then 2 of the
Sun stars there? Planes,
symbols. And then if his text, which it doesn't, reference any other colors, like if he had an ability that costs a certain color. So he is literally lined up. I have the lands.
And this is
here. You can't see them.
White, black, red, green, and blue, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there's Rick, there's Daryl, who's the man.
Oh, so he's red and green.
He is red and green. Let's get these on the screen. And we'll worry about the abilities in a minute. We have Glenn. You're going to love Glenn. He's blue and white.
Okay, so put a little, it's like playing Arkham.
Yeah. We have Michonne, who is green, it looks like,
Green
and
black,
Swamp.
yeah.
Swap these.
I had some friends in high school, and definitely most of them played black.
Really?
Swamp, yeah, they create like dead stuff, zombies. Now, see what they did is, and I think this is where most people play Magic, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but they just played as a family, all of them. It was the Browns, so they would sit around the table, 4 or 5 people, and just do a free for all and attack each other and play.
Which is basically what Commander is now. Commander can also be multiplayer.
Maybe they were
by the way.
playing Commander. Now, Robert said there was an Emperor format. Did you hear about that?
He was telling me about the
There's
Emperor
one person in the middle, and you have 2. I mean, you could.
I love that kind of stuff. Magic probably has a bazillion formats
Yeah.
because the way it works. We also get Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, wow, tons of
Yeah,
options
and
there.
he is red, white, and is this technically black?
Yeah, it's black.
Swamp. And then I don't know reading the abilities or whatever. It looks like the colors are defined in the top of the border if possible.
These ones don't have any abilities yet that cost colors,
that
at
cost
least.
anything. We also get 5, I think, Walker tokens. Like we have Walker Bicycle Girl. I don't think she does anything.
Now, these are all
She's
just
got
little
flavor
zombie
text.
tokens,
Yeah, they're just 2/2 tokens that have different art and text.
Is that it?
And then,
That's the whole thing.
oh wait, no, wait.
How much does this cost?
I don't even remember. On the back of some of these, oh, this is what's important. On the back, we have stuff like treasure,
I don't have treasure. I have
treasure
a Walker
token, treasure, and then I've got other walkers. Look at that one. That's Creepster. T. Winslow. That was a. Yep. Welcome to Walking Dead.
Okay,
I remember
cool. So
that.
it's just like zombies.
Yeah, and then
you get zombies.
we also got the most important card. If you follow along with the
Baseball
show.
bat or something?
Yep. Her name's Lucille, and you got to treat her right. It's Negan's bat. It's an equipment, so I assume he can just put that in his deck and go to town.
It's the, yeah, it's fine. Or you could put it in Michonne's, I guess, because it is a black card. But
Yeah, but you gotta have rules.
I mean, I'm going to be playing Glenn because it's got blue on it. So.
I feel like you are a Glenn kind of cat. So I don't even know who I'm gonna play at this point. But what I would like to do is open
Just
packs.
open some packs first. I'll
For
always
sure.
crack some packs. Man. And now the as I remember it, the layout of the game is you draw a card, you play a land, you play creatures, they have summoning sickness, you attack with them by tapping them, you get 1 attack. Unlike
So-
spoils, you get 1 attack.
Yeah, it's similar to spoils, but not. It's just different. So this is the breakdown of the turn. So you untap like normal. Upkeep. You can cast instants and activated abilities as part of the turn. Various cards. Then you draw 1 card.
Okay.
Then you go to the first main phase.
Ooh, the first main phase.
Yep.
That would just be called the main phase if I were redoing this
Well,
one.
yeah, you can see why it's not around
You
anymore.
can't have 2 main phases. That's not. It's either main or it isn't. There's main and secondary and tertiary.
Hey, I didn't write the rules, man.
I'm just saying.
You can cast any number of sorceries, instants, creatures, artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers, activated abilities, etc. You can play land during this phase, but you can only play 1 land a turn.
Okay, so basically there's a pocket where everything crazy can happen and also a land.
Yep, you play stuff, basically.
Okay, and I imagine there's going to be another one of those later if this is the first one.
If there's a first main phase, there's probably a second.
Yeah.
Then you get to the combat phase. So beginning of the combat phase, you can play instants and abilities. Then you declare attackers. You decide which of any of your untapped creatures are going to attack.
Yeah, sure.
This taps the attacking creatures. Then the blocker declares blockers.
And you block individual creatures or do you block the whole thing?
So if I attack with 3 creatures, you can block basically any of those creatures with any number of those creatures.
Do I assign my creatures to who they're blocking?
Yep.
Okay.
So it says you declare Your opponent decides which, if any, of their untapped creatures will block your attacking creatures. Multiple creatures block a single attacker. You order the blockers to show which will be first to receive damage, which will be second.
Wait,
and
we
so
just played a game like this recently, where you'd stack them up. It was Shadow Fist.
Yep.
Remember, you would order them, and then they would. Yeah. Okay.
I like your. Then you get the combat damage. Each attacking or blocking creature that's still on the battlefield assigns its combat damage to the defending player. And so, like, if your top creature is 3 health and I'm doing 8 damage, it would take 3, go away. If the second creature's still there, it would take damage, go away.
Do they do damage back? Do the defenders do damage back to the attackers then?
Each attacking or blocking creature that's still on the battlefield deals combat damage. Yep.
Okay, so they all do damage to each other simultaneously, and then the combat ends.
Yeah.
And then you remove everything.
Anything that wasn't blocked deals damage to your opponent. And then I don't know if the extra damage actually gets assigned to your opponent.
Past a blocker? Probably not. I think that's what chump blocking is, right?
I don't
That's probably
know.
why trample and stuff exists. I don't know. That would be my idea.
End of combat phase. So we'll get to that in a second. Players can cast instant and activate abilities. Then you get to the second main phase.
Okay.
Which, if you didn't play a land earlier, you can play a land now.
But it's also a wide open instance and deaths.
You can do instants, but I don't think you can play. You can play any type of spell and activated abilities, but your opponent can only cast instants and activated abilities. They can't play creatures and stuff in that phase.
Okay.
So once you start swinging, if it goes wrong for you,
You gotta play all your creatures up front.
Yeah. Then you get to the end phase. Anything that triggers at the end of the turn, then you clean up, then you pass the turn to the opponent.
How are we doing this? What do you want to do? Are we...
Jason's saying extra damage doesn't get assigned unless they have trample.
Right on.
So I believe, I don't know how many packs we're supposed to open. There's a number here.
Do you have the commander rules? Oh, wait, here we go. Command the draft. Oh, wait, not
Boom.
the draft. We're not drafting, are we?
Nah, you'll tell us what we need.
Each player brings 3 draft boosters.
So here's what I'm
we
thinking.
We can draft. We could draft. I mean, I guess.
I think we are going to create color piles and figure this out.
This is super smart of them to do. They give you like archetypes. If you want to play white and blue, which I guess I am, take to the air with flyer is poised to evade the staunchest defenses. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I like that. I would always play like, I would be like blue-green if I had a choice. Guess I do. How many packs do we do? 6? People
Jan
saying
saying
6?
field is normally 6.
6 each. Let's do 6 each.
All right.
Let's do a seal.
I got
3 there.
I'm going to put
And
these
then
down.
I'm going to choose my commander based on what I draw.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
These are not. These are fat.
These
Are
are-
they actually called fat packs?
They're bigger than a standard pack, yeah.
Anything like rare in here, or are they just
There are some rare things. It is magic.
a
This is
whole, like,
truly collectible.
Black Lotus or something?
So I'm just going to say the name of cards that I find interesting.
Wait, there's an ad in here. They got an ad in the pack.
And how do you think they pay for all this?
An ad.
I
Is
see.
this Hulu?
There's C's for common. Lots of commons.
Check out these vintage card backs.
Ooh, Prophetic Prism is really cool. Yeah. Man, can you imagine designing a card back in 1993? Still using it?
It's awesome, actually, in a lot of ways. I mean, I imagine the designers like probably like, I wish we could redo this and make it all modern, but then everyone would hate it. It's just like it's so, it's like redoing the Coca-Cola logo.
Oh, there's an ad, but it's also a token of some kind.
Yeah, that's how they get you to keep looking at it.
Officially licensed accessory. Literally, Ultra Pro has an ad in the pack.
Yeah.
You weren't kidding. I
No,
thought
it's
it
right
was
here.
like the next
right here
set
on
of
the
Magic
table.
will be out in June, you know?
Right here.
Huh.
You want to get
Interesting.
one in there? We could. How much would it cost? You think we can get a card?
A
in there.
Magic ad?
Yeah. We talked to Nalgene about it.
By the way, there's some kind of lotus. It's like a purple lotus, a green lotus, something. No, there's really a lotus that's worth a lot of money in these packs.
Oh, not the black one. I know Black Lotus. Everybody knows about Black Lotus, but
Yeah.
okay. Now what?
Okay, I see the
What am I
rares.
even looking at here? What?
So if you look at the bottom, there's a number. Like this Blade brand is 110 out of 361, but then there's a C right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rarity.
All right. So, stat line: 1 attack, 1 defense, or
Oh,
1
yeah,
health, 1 attack, 1 life.
yep,
I'm looking at
that's
the
right.
Doom Traveler here. Can we pull up the Doom Traveler, friends? Out there at home. So the Doom Traveler is a human soldier, which is important. That's actually really cool art. Look at this.
Actually,
Well, he's walking, but then it's like, well, what's the shadow doing?
not being him.
And doomed. When it dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. So whenever this thing dies, it hatches a flying thing.
It's his shadow. Get it?
A flying shadow, maybe?
And then actually, I didn't know this was a thing, but if you look at like one of my rares, they have the little shiny bit down at the bottom
They shine up
to
the
verify
rares.
this is real.
Very nice.
So you should get a couple rares and then a foil. And someone said something about a legendary.
What's up, Games Ref Craig? Evening from the UK. Recently got into Arkham thanks to your videos. Wanted to say thanks. Well, hey, wonderful. We're so happy for that.
I see. Check this out.
Orange is mythic, gold is rare, silver is uncommon, black is common.
What?
In terms of the borders. Okay, hold on. What's your little
Oh,
bobble?
see this? No.
Look, I got a foil. It's common, though. We don't need commons. See, so silver. Is that silver? Is that what that means?
Yeah, silver's what? Rare?
So silver is like a normal rare, I think.
Yeah.
Uncommon. Silver's uncommon.
An uncommon rare. So they had to add rarity to their rare slot?
Is that true? Am I reading that right? Dan Campbell there? The set symbol. The set symbol. What's the set symbol? Oh, that's it. Is that gold?
Yes.
Okay, that's gold.
You
So
said
that
black
means
is
rare.
common.
Yeah.
Blue is uncommon. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Gold is rare. Orange. So we're looking for orange on
All
the
right.
symbol. So then we'll
Check
freak
this out,
if
though.
we
I
get
got
that.
Blim, the comedic genius, and it says legendary creature imp. And
Can be your commander.
legendary creatures, I believe, can be your commander.
I did too. A Chimera here. Old Nostro, voice of the Crags.
So I'm not going to pay attention to any of
There's
that.
not enough room for all this art, Zach.
What do you mean?
It's just a shame because like I know they pay the most and they have the best art. Like they do so well on the art, but then it's so templated down into a tiny little window. But it kind of works. Kind of like watching something in Letterbox, you know.
Like the new Justice League movie.
Hey, apparently it's awful, right?
I thought so.
I think I've heard
But I'm
that
not
a
going to
lot.
speak for someone
I've
else.
heard that a lot. Everybody's like, Snyder Cut. And it's like, oh,
Some
it's just
people are
longer.
really into it. But this stream's already controversial enough. All right, so I'm dividing by,
I'm trying
what do you
to.
call them? Mana?
Mana types, color, whatever, you know. Okay. I used to love. I did get those. I remember those blue bulks, and I had
Wild.
I had like a underwater worm, like a sea worm.
A sea worm?
Yeah.
Look at this ad. It's Commander Cube and every format in between. MTG Online. MTGO.
Okay, well that's their own thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
see.
self-advertising. I just want dragons. Nothing like Rick Grimes and some dragons.
There's going to be so many keywords we don't have any idea about.
It's okay.
What's a flash? What's a death touch? Death touch probably means if you do any damage, you kill
I
it,
bet,
right?
you know what? I bet we can solve it. Just by guessing.
you want to just guess? You want to just guess? Ooh, a prophetic prism. It's beautiful. I love prisms. I think this is just a lot of cards.
That was the art that I also called out a second ago. Look at Thalise, the Reverent Medium. She's white-black. Looking cool.
Why black is your color scheme?
Ooh, I got a Noxious Dragon. White-black is my color scheme. Ooh, and I got an S.
What's an S?
Probably super rare. The Prismatic Piper.
No, is that legendary? Make that your commander. Oh, it's got no colors on it, does it? Probably don't need that one.
You can choose a color before it begins. It is the chosen color. Partner. You can have two commanders if both have partner. So he can partner with someone.
Oh, right on. That makes sense.
Look at this. A Monarch token?
What does that mean?
At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, its controller becomes the monarch.
Did we get to play with that?
I don't know. New to me.
That's
So
awesome.
you got some treasure in your pack.
That's the ad. That's the ad. Yeah, is your Monarch ad? Is that an ad? Yeah, it's an ad. Okay, I get it.
Apparently, Prismatic Piper is generic in case you don't get someone. I don't know. Tyler says Monarch, you say. Flesh and Blood set coming up. I'm basically just dividing by color, and then I'm going to go with the stack that's the biggest and the hero that works.
Oh yeah, Prosperous Pirates. Say no more. They enter the battlefield with 2 treasure tokens. They tapped, sacrifice to add 1 mana of any color. Cool. Okay, I got that.
Look at this Angel of the Dawn art.
That's what I mean. It's a shame it's so small.
Yeah,
Like if you had Ashes templating on that, that'd be nice.
it would be.
When did blue become about birds and stuff? I thought it was about water stuff. Birds are not water things, right?
I mean,
they're explicitly
seabirds?
They're the opposite of water. They're as far away from water as you can get.
I don't know, man. Look at, I have a command tower land. It's like a special land. Okay.
Well, they had to kind of
And neutrals feel like white cards.
move
but they're
outside
not.
of the box a little bit. What, 20 years, 30 years? Are they 30 years in now?
They're definitely, what is it, 93?
93.
They're almost 30.
2003, 2013. They're 2 years away. That's going to be a big deal.
Look at Quain, the itinerant meddler. He's a rabbit creature commander.
Wait, that's a white blue too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Save that for later.
Sky Whalers. Why is all water stuff in the sky in Magic now?
It is a sky whale. I mean, eventually they had to mix something up, right?
Well, you put the air in the water and the water in the air? I don't know if that's enough. Wow, I got a giant Colossus thing. I want to play big creatures. Can I do that in this one?
Big creatures?
Like, I want to attack you with big stuff.
I mean, I assume we'll both be bad enough at the game that will be possible.
Okay. Oh, here's what we're looking for. A Merfolk Wizard. That's what I'm about. Wait, this is a special color. What's the blue? Is that good? No, it's uncommon. Wait, where's the rares? Oh, they're kind of scattered throughout. Have you seen that? They don't like put it right at the back.
Yeah, it's the last couple of cards are always different. Look, you'll like this guy, Ghost of Ramirez de Pietro.
Yeah, that's pirate stuff.
Yeah,
See, I would
he's
like
a
to
water
play the
pirate
pirates.
in the air. Also got Hamza, Guardian of Erishin. And a soldier token.
So this is supposed to be played with more than 2 people, right?
It can be. It's
start
2-6.
that way, but this is definitely a commander for
multiple
multiplayer.
players. How many packs have you opened?
I don't know.
All right.
I think are we pulling from the same stack? I've only opened 2. I think this is my 3rd.
Okay, great. I think I hope I didn't open your packs.
Yeah, it's fine. We can count the cards. I'm just really exploring the art here, which I like a lot. Ooh, a dwarf.
Flying good,
I think it means you can't be. It's like stealth and spoils. I think you can only block flying with flying.
so
or
it is good.
something like that. Just like you trying to block a bird, it's like, well,
Staff of Domination.
can't do that.
You can spend 1 to untap it. You can spend 2 and tap it to gain a life. You can spend 3 and untap it, untap target creature. You can spend 4 and tap a creature. You can spend 5 and draw a card. That's a phenomenal card.
Isn't it nice to be able to say tap without having to worry about getting sued?
That's always one of my chief concerns. See, we got a zombie. Walking Dead fits right in here.
But can you imagine, seriously, can you imagine your Horizon Scholar coming up against Daryl?
I can, dude.
I mean, no.
You don't know
No.
the power of Daryl.
No. You shouldn't. That should not be allowed to happen, right?
Oh, here we are.
It's like those fighting games where you fight things from different, you know?
Well, that's different because it's like, Liu Kang versus Ryu. It's like that's actually kind of fine. But
I guess it's all right.
I do like what they're doing, or they're going to be doing with like 40K and Lord of the Rings. They're doing standalone sets.
Now, standalone, I can get behind. Yeah, take the mechanics and then never the two shall meet.
Now this is, you know what? I knew it as soon as I saw it. I was like, this is art I can get behind. It's Rebek, Architect of Ascension.
Is it Magali or Magali?
It's definitely Magali.
Yeah,
I
of
was gonna
course.
cover it.
Know it from a mile away. I'll never be able to say Magali correctly. I just did it, of course, but
Nailed it.
said Magali for so long. Reach. What does reach mean? You think that means it hits the back creature in the line or something?
I can tell you.
Ooh, Gale Strike. That's good. Ooh, it's a lot of bird stuff, man. I really thought that islands would have more water stuff.
Reach. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Evergreen keyword ability that replaces the creature can block as though it had flying ability seen on the creature.
Oh, he can block flyers.
Yeah.
Okay, because he can reach them.
That's right.
Yeah, that tracks. I got a Sky Diamond. Yet again, a blue card.
In the sky.
I'm seeing a theme. Seeing a theme. Unless you discard an artifact card. Okay. Thirst for knowledge. Neither of us really are appealing. Black doesn't appeal to us, does it? As a fact, like the undead stuff. You're not really a necromancer, undead kind of guy.
No. I'm close.
You are close. Actually, you're dangerously close.
But not
You're a
quite.
Nazgul guy.
Which is different.
Uh-huh. How's that?
How is that?
How is that? How is that different?
I
also got a prismatic piper, I guess. That's what does S mean?
I don't know. Super
Sound off?
standard. Apparently Sky Diamond is actually colorless.
Sky what?
That Sky Diamond?
Oh, but it makes a blue mana.
So then it's not.
I'm gonna put it in my blue pile.
But you can spend blue on anything. It's just a resource.
Does this mean 2 and a water?
2 of anything, and then also specifically 1 water.
Okay. So it's kind of like Threshold.
But different.
But different.
You have to actually spend that thing.
This is wrong. When Palace Sentinels enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. I'm the captain now.
Does someone have to actually bring that monarch card? Do they have to choose to play it? Also, think about if 3 or 4 players had the monarch, and then it's like, obviously, as soon as someone gets one of them, they have all of them. And it's like...
There can only be one, I'm sure, right? It's
I
coming
don't
to
know.
play.
There's
It
a lot
comes
of
in the
kings
middle of
and
the
queens.
table or something. And, Moss Diamond, I love jewels, man. I had a little thing for green back in the day, I remember. So
Dreadnought saying blue-green is the most sea-based.
what is that? What's that diamond I'm adding with Sissy's ring?
Sasay's ring? I don't know.
What are 2 diamonds?
Probably generic resources, maybe?
Nah, they don't look like that, right? They look, well, maybe, actually.
Only 1 monarch token can be out.
Too many neutrals. I guess that's kind of a sealed thing. Hull Breacher. Now I'm talking Merfolk. That's what I'm waiting on here. Merfolk. They're in the water. You see?
Let me see.
It's like water stuff.
Mm.
Hey, I think this is an important card. Is it an M? Look at that. That's an M. Got an M for you.
Ooh, it's like cold foil looking.
Yeah.
Kydell, Chosen of Krufix. Cool art.
Can't even say it. It's so cool.
It's a partner, so they can pair with that face thing.
Pair with a face thing. All right, what is Kydell up to? Add money for each card you've drawn this turn. That's good. Okay, she bears the greatest burden of all, that of knowing. Well,
Someone's saying Hull Breacher is so good.
good. Well, I'll definitely be playing it. Can we sell this? Can we fund our other
Here.
collection?
Put it in this thing, and I'll put it over on the side. That way I can buy more magic with it.
What's it worth? $5?
I don't know. What's the EV on that? Anyone got it real quick?
All right.
Alex saying Hull Breacher plus that in the same pack as a Bugatti pack.
Okay, let's look at Hull Breacher then. Why is this card so good?
Jason's saying the Hull Breacher just paid for the packs.
This is worth that much?
Apparently, the Hull Breacher is a $25 card.
Oh, okay, we're supposed to sleeve it. Flash, if an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead you create a treasure token. Oh, it just shuts down their draw.
A treasure token.
That's fantastic. It means anytime you would draw with a card, you can't, and I get money instead. That's unbelievable. I mean, anytime you can tell your opponent they can't draw and instead give you money, that's going to be real good. run away together. Crushing vines.
Apparently these are worth actual money.
Well, you paid actual money.
Justin's
for
saying,
them.
sleeve the command plate in the colors pile Steven has.
This?
What's a command plate?
I don't know. Commander's plate. It's the armor. It's red. What is red? That's the rare, I think.
Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has protection from each color that's not in your commander's color identity.
I'm going to play that so you can sleeve it up for me.
Equip commander 3, equip 5. Oh, okay, so it costs 5 to put on something, 3 to put on your commander.
Ooh, a trusty pack beast. Ooh, I love that art. Oh my gosh.
Here's these.
Look at this art. That's beautiful. Wonderful.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Humble defector there. Pack beast. Oh, that's a yellow or white. Volcanic torrent. Laboratory drudge. Zombies. I remember the good old days when it was just water, you know? Have I said that yet? Anera Wolvid Familiar. Cool. A legendary wolf. As long as it's your turn, commanders you control have indestructible. Effects that destroy don't destroy. Can't be destroyed by damage. Huh.
That's a cool looking card.
Seems good. And I got another monarch card there. Elvish Doomsayer. When it dies, each opponent discards a card. Yeah, black would be like discardy and weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now are we gonna bring these things in?
Yep. We sure are.
All right, well, what are you playing?
Pick your favorite. I'll let you pick first.
I'm gonna do Glenn, of course.
Glenjamin?
Yeah, he
Blue,
can't be
white?
blocked by creatures with greater power than 1. And whenever Glenn deals combat damage, draw cards equal to his power. That's fantastic.
All right.
Does that reference his buffed power or just his natural power?
I mean, I'm sure it's buff power.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? Otherwise, this busted.
Wow. So if he had like your commander's plate for +3/+3, if he deals combat damage, you draw 4.
Yeah, that seems like a good one.
Great. Well, I feel compelled to play Negan, Glenn's arch nemesis.
Okay.
So we'll start there.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about the game, you know?
It was either Negan or Daryl, because Daryl's the best.
And now how many cards do we get? 100? Or is it
You can do-
sealed as different?
You can do up to 100, but here's what I'm going to do. I can play red
You're just going to stack them up?
and white and
Stacks
black
and stacks?
and neutrals. Let me see how many cards this is. And you got to do resources.
Yeah.
That's
and we
the
get
real trick.
100?
You can play up to 100.
Or 60 for sealed. We get to play 60, so we're going to have to cut some.
How many mana should I be playing? Yeah, I'm going to have to cut some, definitely.
3, 24.
Recommending 24 to 25 total land. So as a tricolor here.
55 cards here, and we need 24 land.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3 colors, so I'm going to go 8 of each.
Ugh.
That's not going to create any mana problems. No way, no how.
24 of each land? Seriously,
No,
half
no,
the
24
deck?
total land.
But half
Almost
of your
half
deck
the
is
deck.
land?
You gotta have your curve.
That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's gonna compel me to do a few things. I'm probably gonna switch that, but I'm gonna run all of my neutrals.
Okay, weird. All right. So we're supposed to run all of this. I already am scared of it. I'm going to put the Glacier Man in there.
Guess I can run my bat.
All right, these guys go off to the side. I don't need you for now.
Is the equip keyword, is that only to move it? Because it has a cost. Do you have to play it and then also pay to equip it?
No, it just means it goes on something, surely. Like you play it onto, it's like an item, right? Just means you equip it, right? Oh, wait, no, you're right, yeah. Maybe you can move it around? You probably move it around. All right, 55 minus 24. 31. I gotta have 31 cards.
People are saying yes, but yes to what? You have to pay To equip it, yeah. Okay, so you
So
play
you
it.
play it down, and then you can equip it.
Yeah.
But you can probably do that like sneakily, right? Like
Yeah.
combat.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play 2 colors because I felt like I was getting ahead of
Yeah,
myself.
3 is 2. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm gonna do black and red because theme. Just feels on brand. And I need how many cards? 24 minus 60, which is 36. 35 slots left.
Okay. Does the commander count as 1 card? Commander plus 60?
Commander plus, yes.
So 60 cards and then a commander.
Yep.
So I got 24 lands. So 36 cards. Okay. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do is probably play all of the blue cards.
Yeah. The first thing I'm doing is grabbing all of the creatures.
Ah, yeah, you need creatures.
Yeah. If I know anything about card games like this, so you need resources and you need creatures. Events optional.
But isn't there like all these Magic decks that don't play any creatures and just
surely,
mill
but
you out and stuff?
that's not the game I'm playing.
Yeah. Now, if I have a Sky Diamond, I can probably cut a land. I'm doing that. Because I do have a Sky Diamond. It's mine. Yeah. Hull Breacher, that apparently is pretty good. Run away together. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Ah, cool, okay. Cascade. Counter. There's a counter spot. I think blue counters a lot of stuff.
That would be your favorite.
Yeah, not really, but here we are. Okay. Creature. And here's, I've got a marble diamond, so I'm going to cut a plains because it's just cooler looking than the plains there.
Oh, yeah, I had weird resources up here. Let me see what these are all about.
I like that. Okay, we got ideas. Ryan says if you have 2, you cut 1.
You have 2 what?
You have 2 like non-land land making cards, then you cut 1 land for every 2 of those you have.
What's the symbol? Did we determine what that was on Opal
That's
Palace?
generic money, I think.
Okay.
And I assume that you and I are both going to take the same approach of all the creatures and then choose whatever's left in fun cards. And then shuffle it up and go.
And then go.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, so I have 5 such cards that add resources. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, Glacian.
I'm going to cut some land.
And then I'll need like artifacts, I think. I feel like that's an artifact thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 creatures. Okay. 19 creatures. All right, 43 total. So I've got 17 fun spots. 17 fun cards. All right, Tome. Draw a card, discard a card. Always good. Draw a card, add 1 mana. Oh, these are all just making you... These are just make you money cards, but in a different way.
What's Death Touch?
16. I think you kill anything you hit. You're like, stop. 16. 16. Oh, a Foundry Inspector. That seems good. For each creature I control, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, 15. Yeah. Sissy's Ring seems good. Okay, you may draw 2 cards, discard a card. Boy, there's a lot of drawing in the game. You ever notice that?
It is a card game. after all.
Yeah, there's Pilgrim's Eye. That's gonna get me some mana there. Search. Oh yeah, you gotta get the money there. Artifact card from graveyard to your hand. Yeah, that's fine. Vigilance, trample, and haste. Well, I like all those keywords. And there's a blade. All right. We do a little card draw. Do a little arcane signet. That's nice. Some good art there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. Okay. I get it. I'm almost there.
$53 cards. Might have too much money. 53, 54 for a forceful denial. 55, 56, 57, 58, of course, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. And I'm going to cut 4 of my neutrals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you can't draw with money, so it's not quite as good as it was in Spoils. Okay, I'm ready. Glenn, the voice of calm, will be leading a troop of characters, creatures, and events that have nothing to do with the universe from which he comes. What could be more exciting?
Theme. How does it work? 1 second. I need to cut a few cards.
Keep the signet for you.
Thank you.
But in response, I'm cutting the Mask of Memory. Are these sleeves for me? These buds for you?
Nah, you don't have to.
We're not sleeving them?
I mean,
Come on, man.
are you using anything fancy using that?
No. Well, yeah. Gotta cut something else. Ridiculous. Okay, here we go.
Can't have that.
Let's cut. I don't want to cut any of this stuff. Can I have 61?
You can't play legendary creatures in your deck, right?
Is that true? Is that true?
I think that's true.
No, that can't be true.
Jan saying cut the mask.
I think I did cut the mask already. Yeah, cut the mask. Yeah, you can play him.
Really?
It's 59 plus commander also, so we got to go down. Cut down 2 more cards. It's impossible. These are all cards I want. I'm going to cut land.
I will end up sleeving. Why not? I'll take the time.
Just kidding. I'm not cutting land. I'm going to play this elk, man. I want to play all this stuff. There's a blade. You're gone. And then, how about... Oh, wow. Hey, Slith Ascendant. It's a Slinking Bandito. It is.
You love to see
It's
it.
right there. Right there in the lobby. It's the exact card.
Huh. It is the Slinking Bandito.
I don't know how many there are in here yet. It's 60-ish.
Yeah, I gotta count.
I'm not counting anymore. All right, I'm ready to do this, man. Let's see what this game's made of. Now, you are as aware as I am, of course, Well, you're counting now, so I guess I won't talk
What's
to
up?
you. That the biggest problem with the game is that you might draw all of your money cards, your land cards.
This is very possible.
I mean, it seems possible just from the numbers. How many cards do we start with on the open? And we get a mulligan? Is it a full mulligan, or we come back with one less card or something?
A lot of questions all at once. You know, I don't know the answer to that. Chat will tell me in a second.
One less card on the. One less card.
7 cards, one less per mulligan.
So you pitch,
shuffle in, draw back out.
Yeah,
minus
okay.
1.
All right. It's a pretty big disadvantage. It's just, why do the islands have all the birds? I understand that birds are on islands, but birds are everywhere. What about islands has flying? In fact, it's what I mean. It's the
You have to
opposite
fly
of
to
flying.
get to the island.
Oh. Touche. Touche, touche.
Bobby Touche.
I already hate the fact that this is here. I just want to let you know that. So I totally get it. I totally get it. I can't stand it, in fact.
He can't stand
I can't
it.
stand it. It's like, why are you here? You're from a TV show. Not from Magic.
He's a legendary creature.
It'd be like, like I did a ton of role playing. D&D and planes stuff and tieflings and all sorts of stuff. If you were like, hey, I want to play Glenn from Walking Dead in your role playing session, I'd tell you to get out of town.
Now, what if I had a really good friend who didn't want to play Magic, but I could convince them to learn how to play because they love Walking Dead?
But what are we giving up, Zach?
Our souls.
What are we giving up? We
Yeah,
can't let
the first
everybody
time
into
that-
everything is the thing. Like, people have tastes and different opinions of things. So it's not about, you stick with what you like about the thing you like.
The first time Picard showed up to my Star Wars tournament, I don't know that I would have enjoyed that.
Right.
Like, Vader versus Picard is not exactly the match I was looking for.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's actually fantastic to think about. It drive you insane. For good reason.
And the lands actually go in my deck.
That's right. Right there in the deck.
All right. Now, I'll tell you,
have a
honestly,
sideboard
as
for
long as
lands,
I've
yeah.
been not a Magic player, the reality of a Lord of the Rings standalone set, I mean, I would at least look at it.
You're already looking. And now you know how to play.
That's right. Now I can take my Negan deck up against my Gandalf deck, and we're off to the races with my
It's
Magic
disgusting
creatures.
to even think about, honestly. Horrible. Should be ashamed for even talking about it.
Like that Billy Madison quote, "We're all now dumber for having listened to your answer." Charcoal Diamond seems cool.
That's got a good name.
Like a good nickname. The old Charcoal Diamond.
Yeah. I'm going to cut these. I think that puts me at around 60 again.
I'm
Okay.
almost there.
Here we go. Lord of the Rings is apparently a full set, as Patrick
Yeah,
Russell
it's a
said.
standalone set.
So like you can just open it up, seal
Play
it,
the game.
and play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to, you don't mix it with normal Magic cards.
I'm wondering if the lands will be named different. Where it's
like
like
Rivendell and
something.
the Shire.
Just whatever you want to put in there. I don't know.
How many are you missing?
Mm.
I might have some. Oh, I've got some here. They're just disgusting.
Oh, the gross pile?
They're not that gross. They're as gross as what
That's
we've been
fine.
using.
That's
yeah.
good. Only a couple short.
David's in Commander and Sealed are the only two ways I play Magic the Gathering anymore.
I've heard that a lot,
Yeah.
which makes sense. It's a format designed for having fun,
Yeah.
which people apparently want.
Zara Rune here on the chat. Hi, TC. Thank you for Throwback Thursdays. I received my collection of Wars today, and I'd have no clue the game existed without you guys playing it. That's amazing, Sarah. We're so happy about that. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful game. I love Wars. I thought that
Wars
was a
was fun.
phenomenal game.
You know when we went back for a second round that it was a good game. All right.
Dean saying I only play tournament Magic. All right.
This your Monarch token that may as well be out.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry, I was laughing. All right. Beginning of your end step, draw a card. Okay. That's if you're the king, or the monarch, as it were.
If you are the Monarch and a creature deals combat damage to you.
So we're
it past
gonna
your
pass the
creatures.
token back and forth, and we try to end up with a hot potato at the
There's
end.
only one.
And then we
There's
draw a
only
card.
one king.
Okay. Who starts with it?
No one.
No one. It's a first blood thing. Okay. What's up, Obsidian? Someone say Monarch. Let's go. Yeah, man, I'm ready for that next Flesh and Blood set. I'm ready. What I need is about 6 more traps for Ranger.
6.
That will really complete the set.
All right, you ready to Walking Dead on?
Let's magic. Okay. Nope. It's for me.
We said 7, right?
These sleeves are all sorts of weird, man. Are these mixed? These might be mixed sleeves.
That's right. We'll make it.
I'm tossing them.
So I'm looking for mana
Yeah. You want at least 3, probably?
in your
4?
opening hand.
I don't know. You're going to have a curve or something. You're going to draw a card every turn?
Let's see what Negan does. I can't play him for a while.
7 cards we start with?
Amazing ability.
Jason said, I missed the Flesh and Blood video. Was it a cool game? Jason, we're obsessed with it. We have like a billion videos on the channel about it. Hey, I have 1 land. That's not enough, is it?
I have 1 land.
I have 2 land. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Well, I might mulligan.
I'm sure I'll draw more.
I'm gonna
But
mulligan.
I've got a Hull Breacher, and I'm supposed to keep that because it's the best card in
I'm gonna
Seal.
mulligan. So now I only get 6 cards. We'll have you
Well,
go
if you're
first.
doing it, I'll do it.
Okay. What could go wrong? I have about 20 mana, and I have 5 or 6 cards that produce resources.
I got 24.
Well, I said I could take 1 out for every 2 cards I have that produce resources, so I did that because I like cards more than I like mana.
And our commander just sits over here, and we can play it whenever.
Yep, and if it leaves play, you can play it again. All right, 6.
Do you get like you draw 7, and then you put 1 on bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is better.
Okay, cool.
I wish games would just decide how to mulligan and not have to do it different.
That's a keeper.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 4 and a marble diamond, so I'm gonna drop a plains.
I'm gonna put this one under.
Keep the diamond. That gives me a 2 and 2. We're off to a great start. And a howling golem. Yeah, cool.
Apparently, every time you recast your commander from the command zone, you pay +2 generic mana.
Oh, so we need to track it. We got spin downs too. This is
Spin-
literally
spin-
what commander's for. We got
Spin
these
down
spin
for what?
downs.
We have 40 health.
Yeah. You notice some flesh and blood similarities, right? 20. I think I might end up on spin downs for Fab. I'm a D20 guy. I grew up in the role playing.
Apparently, by the way, the current mulligan rule is not what it used to be. Used to not be as good. People were happy about that. Centering that thing up.
Yeah. Centered on the bin queue.
So is it 2 the first time it's normal the first time you spawn a commander, and then it's 2 the next time. Is it 4 the third time?
Put your commander up here, would you? There we go. That's nice.
I should have, he does a particular whistle that I should have memorized.
All right, you
before we
ready?
got here.
Evens odd, Stevens odd. That's you.
I'm odd. Evens. All right, so first player on the very first turn doesn't draw a card.
That's right. Is
But
that true?
It is true.
Okay.
I'll play a swamp,
Okay, swamping.
then I'll pass.
Done. Okay.
Yeah,
Over
okay,
to
so it builds. Every time the first time you spawn your commander, it's normal. The second time is +2. The third time is +4, and so on and so forth.
my commander is never going to leave the board.
That's the goal.
I draw.
Let me walk you through this. So you untap, upkeep, then you draw. Then you can play 1 land if you want,
All right, playing a land.
and then you can do cards and abilities if you're capable.
I'm not capable. Back over
Obsidian says, OMG, it's happening. He played a swamp and passed.
you.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
I get a card.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. It was over before it even started.
I'm already 5 turns in, buddy.
I'm going to play a mountain.
Red Mountain. Land of the Dwarves.
Then I will pay 2, tapping my lands
Yeah, you did it.
to play an Armillary Sphere. Cost me 2, top right, any color.
Yeah.
It's an artifact, so it's going to stay in play. And then
Get it out of your
I'm going
land
to slide
zone.
these here and put this here. And you can still see them, so let's get the lands going. Okay. I sacrifice it. I pay 2, tap it, and sacrifice this card. Wait, I'm not doing that right now. I can search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into my hand, then shuffle my
I
library.
guess it's a land
run.
Land bringer.
So then I'll pass.
And there's summoning sickness, right, in this one? Okay, I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah, so does this come into play tapped? You think so? I bet it does.
I don't know. I think that's just creatures.
We'll see what the chat has to say. If it is tapped, I couldn't use it on the first turn that I played it, which is fine.
Fair, yeah. Artifacts don't come in untapped.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a land.
Jan says, color fiction on turn 2. That's actually a good move. I wasn't born yesterday. I played Spoils for a while.
Oh, we played so many games, It's just we're going to play
base
Kite Sail Corsair with both of our land there.
I do like Summoning Sickness.
Has flying as long as it's attacking.
I like
Can't
that.
block it, yeah.
Can't defensively fly.
And then that'll be it.
Okay, mine?
Yeah.
Untap.
Untap.
Draw a card.
Oh, nothing comes in tapped unless it says so. They just can't attack. You just got to remember.
Okay. Yeah, because you couldn't block either.
Yeah.
That would be painful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can play 1 land. I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse. It's a land.
Oh.
I can tap it, sacrifice this, search my library for a basic land card, put it onto my battlefield, tap, then shuffle my
He's
library.
accelerating.
To the moon! Then my turn comes. So... Oh, it's a land. Just straight up a land. Check this out. I'm going to pay 2 to play a Charcoal Diamond artifact, interplay tapped, so that this plan doesn't work at all. Let's not do that.
It was a great plan until I read the card.
I didn't think it came in tapped, so I thought I get to use that resource this turn. So I am going to pay 2 and sacrifice here
Yeah.
to search my deck. Let's see what we need. Okay. We're going to get a black swamp. Swampy swamp. A red mountain. Swamps and mountains, peaks and valleys.
Those
Those are going to go into my hand, I believe. Yeah. And then I'm going to sacrifice my Terramorphic Expanse. Go ahead and cut the chase. And we're going to get a black land. And this land actually comes in tapped.
Oh man, I'm glad you built one of those watch your opponent shuffle decks. That's cool.
Go
Great.
ahead.
Awesome. All right, land comes up. Drawing my card.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Nah.
I am. I just made a huge realization.
What's happening?
I can't play him without all 3 colors.
Oh right, get a new commander. Come on, somebody's got to be in there. Or do you have one in your deck?
I don't think.
I might have a red and black one.
So this is red, black, white. So what I should have done,
Just do a 3 red black.
so I would have just searched out a white.
You have all 3?
I don't. I need to swap whites in, but I had 2 search effects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just put a plains in place of that one. And then you're good.
And then I don't have any white cards in, but I would just need 1, and I have multiple search effects.
You'll play your generics.
So that's fine. We'll just say that's what happened.
Okay, then I can play some lands. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had a number of searches. I was like, I'm not playing any whites, so why do I need them? And then I was like, when can I play Negan? Never.
All right, let's throw plains in there. And then we'll go 3 for Glenn coming in out of nowhere.
All right.
And then he's sick, but this guy's going to swing for 2.
What's his ability say?
It's not important. When he does combat damage, I draw cards equal to his power.
And he skulks. He can't be blocked by bigger things.
That's right.
How many are you doing?
2.
You got me.
First blood. Oh, I'm the captain now.
I am the.
Okay, at the beginning of my instep, I'm ending step. I'm instepping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay, mine.
Yeah.
These untap. I draw a card.
Vincent J. Hello, big time Magic streamers. That's right. That's how we made a name for ourselves.
Let's play a land. It's time for the heat. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, you like what you're seeing there?
It's not bad.
Oh, it says no, apparently nobody's a monarch until somebody becomes the monarch there.
Hmm.
So it may never happen.
It just sits there.
I may have a card that says that somewhere.
All right, let's play a charcoal diamond. Then I'll use the charcoal. It comes into play tapped. That's fine. Nope, not fine. Still not fine.
You keep trying to ramp. Quit ramping, Tony Hawk.
I'm almost to Rampsville, but we're not there yet. So what I need to do, pay 3, draw a card. Just kidding. I'll spend 2 and a black.
Take care, Colin.
On a defiant salvager.
Okay.
I can sacrifice an artifact or creature, put a 1/1 counter on this. Activate this ability only anytime you would cast a sorcery.
Which is probably most any time.
Yeah. And I have 1 black floating, no reasons.
But no artifact.
No artifact.
All right, anything else going on here?
Nope.
Over to me. Untap, draw. It's a draw and tap, probably. Okay. Let's play an island. Bring him up nice like this. Very nice.
You can only play a sorcery during your main phase.
Good. Weird part of the curve here.
I've been there.
All right, let's play a laboratory drudge. Beginning of each step, draw a card if I've cast a spell from a graveyard or activate an ability of a card in a graveyard. So graveyard stuff, which I may have and I may not. Glenn's swinging for 1.
I can't block it. Take it.
Taking 1. I draw a card. Very nice. Okay.
That's crazy.
And then I got flying, 2/1 there. So I'm going to
You
swing
have to
at
send
you.
them both at the same time, right?
Oh, I guess, yeah, hold on. I was spoilsing. Now, yeah, it works the same, right?
Yeah, unless something goes really weird.
Yeah.
So I'll block here.
He's flying, though.
I can't block him.
Yeah.
Take how many?
You're taking 3 total.
Take it.
To spin down, you're going to have to move it, yeah. That's right. Just,
There it is.
where's the
Oh,
mess?
man.
All right, and I got a laboratory drudge to block your defiant salvager there.
That's right. That's a good creature.
That's right.
All right, mine.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Draw. Ooh. What? What's haste?
I think you can play it quickly. Like, maybe it doesn't have summoning sickness. Is it a creature? That's what I would think, right? Does it not have summoning or is it a creature? Is it a creature?
No.
Oh.
Oh, it would be on a creature.
Yeah, so you...
T-Zach saying my spin down game is questionable.
Oh yeah, I did already do this. Yeah, sorry.
Haste means
I don't have any
it
tricks.
cannot attack immediately. No.
As
It
soon as
can
it's played.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And then someone said earlier. Where? Oh my gosh, there's too much chat. Someone asked if you drew a card. Yeah, Glenn apparently triggers ability when he does damage. He draws that many.
Yeah, I did that. I drew one. This Flood of Recollection is pretty good.
All right, let's play some land. More mountains, don't you see?
What am I gonna draw? You know, you ever wonder that?
We have Glenn to draw.
I'm gonna keep drawing though. I want more cards.
Let's play this. I need to stop the bleeding. I blight colors. Cost me 4 land and 1 black.
A 3/3.
When it dies, I create 3 1/1 elf warrior creature tokens. And mill 3 cards.
Mine or
That's what
yours?
I get 3 1/1s.
But will you mill my cards or your cards?
My cards.
Okay.
Black gets stuff from the graveyard, you know?
Ah, right.
That whole shtick.
Yeah.
And then I will pass to you.
Okay. Untappies. Draw. Beautiful Sphinx. Oh my gosh. Love this card. I'm going to give myself the means to play it. Okay. Oh, I'm all out of lands, man. I've got no lands. My curve is busted. What am I supposed to do?
Live the magic dream.
Seriously, I don't have any lands.
Here's a question. If I have an artifact that I equip to a creature and the creature goes away, what happens to the artifact?
Discard pile.
You would think that. But if you have to pay to play it and then pay to equip it, it's like, does it fall down and your other creatures can pick it up?
Good question. Good question.
Gosh, this real Magic the Gathering moment here. You have card draw on the table, though, so just start swinging. You can play land at the end of the round.
I can't do it at the end, can I? Can I play artifacts at the end as well?
Equipment stays in play.
Can I play artifacts in the first phase or the second main phase?
Only instants and realities. You can play spells and activate abilities.
So I gotta do it now if I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's busted. Well, sure. At least I'll do this. I'll play a Marble Diamond.
This card is crazy. Oh, but it's expensive. I see. I need more money.
We'll put a Marble Diamond in play. It generates a Plains money. And then
apparently artifacts can be played in the first or second main phase.
They can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait and do that if it matters.
That comes into play tapped, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to use it. Glenn and Flyman.
Can't do
Coming in
anything.
for 3, yeah.
Take it.
So I'll draw. It's not a... Now, Flash means I can play it at instant speed.
I have no idea.
And then I can play a land that I do not have. Over to you.
Okay. Big money, give me lands.
Huh.
Okay. So I need to play you.
And I'm guessing instant speed just basically means like pretty much whenever I want. That's usually what I take it to mean.
Okay. Let's play a charcoal diamond for 2.
Yeah.
Comes into play tapped. But we're going to be curving out. Then I will pay 1 black and 1 plains to play an artifact called Lucille.
Oh, the bat.
My lovely lady.
You put that on the guy there?
You don't. I mean, you can. But you have to pay 4 to equip it.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives it +2. And when the equipped creature attacks, the defending player has to sacrifice a creature. And if they do, I get to create a walker token.
Oh.
So I basically kill one of your things and turn it into a walker.
Wow, that's really good. I got to find a way out of that one.
But I have to pay 4 on top of getting it in to even be able to use it. So that's fun.
Yeah, it's like a turn behind.
I'm going to swing with both of these.
All right. I'll block one of them.
This is the one that creates 3 1/1 elf warriors.
Yeah, let's dredge here.
Okay. Then I have an instant.
Uh-oh.
Supernatural stamina costs me 1 black. Until the end of turn, target creature gets +2 and gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control.
You got me.
So I would die, but instead I just go back tapped because of this supernatural stamina.
No way.
And then
I'll take
this
3.
sinks through.
Wait, do you do that? Does that? Yeah. So I take 3. 17 there.
Mm-hmm. And then I will pass to you.
Okay. You're wide open.
Why did I get Lucille? I just put it into play.
Tap, draw.
I definitely used it.
Artifact card.
Have I used it incorrectly?
Okay. 3. Got 3. 5. I got 5 here.
Cool. I did it right.
That's right, you did. Check this out. Let's wait. I have 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Alharu Solemn Ritualist is coming in here. When enters play, put a 1/1 on 2 other target creatures.
You know, I got 1/1s for you.
You actually have them.
On 2 other target creatures? There's a +1, and there's a +1. Technically, do you want to do +1 life on the shield and +1 attack on this if you need it?
Sure, yeah. +1 here.
Because they get plus both, right?
Yeah, both of them. But I don't think there's anything that's just... All of them are static, like 1/1s, I think, on everything. Here,
Well,
we
like,
could also
this
use...
thing temporarily added +2.
It's
to
always
just
temporary,
one
though.
stats.
I think it's always 1 and 1. Let's face it. What do you think about that? Now we're playing Magic.
That's right.
+1/+1. Then it says, whenever a non-token creature I control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, I create a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying. So if either of these guys die, I get a
And they get that for
bird.
ever, right? That token?
Seemingly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go dad mode here. Swinging in for 5.
Take it.
Gonna draw 2 cards, courtesy of Glenn.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Got a land, baby.
We're back in business. Woo!
And then I've got my Solemn Ritualist here as well. So.
All right. Mine?
Yeah.
It's on tap. We're cruising now. Draw a card. Wouldn't you know it? Right when you needed it. Play another land.
Just right there in the lobby, right when you...
Right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I really want to start holding, my mana.
To do things? To do bad things to me?
Oh, I can play this land. I drew it off of Glenn's trigger, so I can play it at the end of the thing.
Absolutely.
Ah, genius. Thank you, Dean. There's a second main phase. Commanders have commander damage? What does that even mean? Commander damage? I don't even know what that is. Let's not play with it, whatever it is.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
don't understand that at all.
Interesting. So I could Negan up here,
Power up.
which seems like it could be devastating.
I feel like these boards are going to get too big.
Nah, I'm about to blow things up.
Start blowing things up. Really going for it there, huh?
Well, I need the way to destroy your flyer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And your Glen. Mainly your Glen. But I also don't want to play my character.
Well, he can be blocked now by this guy. Because he's a 2/2. There's a 2/4.
But I can't defeat you
Yeah.
unless I find a way.
Well, got ourselves a thinker on the table.
It's a turn. I have a lot of options for the first time.
Game really opens up at 6. I feel like Spoils did that too. 6 and 7 was kind of the money zone.
Yeah, because you can do more than one thing. Let's just do it. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 2 of anything. What do I want floating?
What's Negan even do? Huh?
Well, you're about to find out. Playing Negan. When Negan enters the battlefield, you and target opponent each secretly choose a creature that player controls. When those choices are revealed, that player sacrifices those creatures. When an opponent sacrifices a creature, you create a treasure token.
So we just secretly choose something on your board to kill?
On your board.
Oh, me.
You pick one of yours, I pick one of mine.
Oh, nice. A little shell game.
Yeah.
So you obviously want to pick Glenn, but then if I pick Glenn knowing you want to pick Glenn, and you actually pick
then
the
you lose
Corsair,
Glenn
then I
and
lose
your
too.
thing. Yeah. Which is very thematic for his entrance into the show.
That is pretty cool.
He shows up, crashes the party, and he's like, all right, you guys get a pick. Someone has to die. And then they pick the wrong thing.
Or you might pick Alharu.
Who knows what I pick? Let me, we'll mark these. Hold on.
We do a 1 or a 2 or a 3.
1, 3, 2. You got it?
Okay, then I'll choose it on this dice.
And
I'll set
I
it
need a
down.
D6 as well.
Okay.
Michael says Negan is going to kill Glenn.
It's the only way, right? Maybe not. I don't know. It's like, this is like the side game stuff in Neverwinter that I absolutely hated.
It's different, though, in that it goes bad for you no matter what happens.
That's right.
All right. Says a lot about everybody involved here, doesn't it? I declare all right, we're gonna go here.
Was this one?
I pick number 1.
Oh, all right. Glenn is alive.
He
Now,
lives.
does this, whenever a non-token effect happen, if it dies at the same time the creature dies? Is there a moribund in the game?
I assume it would happen. You're like token
I would
person,
assume
right?
it would happen. You got a micromajig or something over there?
So when an opponent sacrifices a creature, I create a treasure token. So I get 2 treasures.
Oh, okay, and they can make you money.
They can.
What do we do for, like, token creatures?
Didn't we get some tokens here?
Oh,
You need 1/1s, right?
yeah.
None of these. There's one.
There's a soldier. I can get a soldier. Wait, but they're, like, flying. They're flying.
They're flying soldiers?
Flying soldiers,
You
yeah.
just want to use generic anything?
Yeah, it's just going to be easy to forget. A creature token with flying.
Or you want face down magic cards?
Yeah.
Just grab
Or
some
do
land
an
or
ad,
whatever?
you know? All right, it's flying too, so don't forget that it's flying. I don't know how we mark that here. I'll make a little. It's flying.
And they're 1/1s.
1/1 flying.
Can a flyer block a non-flyer?
Based on my understanding of how flying things can behave in the real world, they could swoop down to block something. And what is a spirit? What does a spirit mean? Flying spirit is what it is there.
Okay. So now
They
Let's-
can block. Yeah.
let's turn the gas on.
I thought that was the gas.
It's going to get gassier. I'm going to use these 2 to play a Portent of Betrayal.
That cost you 4.
Yeah, 2 plus
right.
2. And it says gain control of a target creature
Hmm.
until the end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste and scry 1,
Oh, cool.
which is kind of like opt. In
Yeah,
Flesh and
yeah,
Blood.
yeah.
So I'll just take that. Thank you very much for a
Wow.
turn. Just recruited Glenn to help me with my dirty work. And then I am going to swing.
You can take it forever?
No, just for the round.
Okay.
Yeah. With everything.
Right on. Anything I can kill?
You could technically block like this thing with both of those guys.
If I block Glenn, he doesn't draw cards, right? Has to do damage to me.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'll chump Glenn then. Chumped.
Okay. So you're going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
Is he summoning sickness?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're going to take 5.
5? Going to 12. Spend down.
Then at the end of the round, you're gonna get that.
I got my Glen
Stays
back.
out. And we're
Got my
done.
Glen and my 2-step. Now, does he say, oh, then haul and tap? Okay.
Yeah, during your turn. That,
Alright.
that would be really brutal if you didn't.
Devastating. All right, we're going to untap everything.
Oh yeah, I get a scry with Glenn.
We're going to land up. We're going to land on over to 7.
What's toughness? Is that your health?
So it could be a trait, maybe. You avoid damage. What's Scrapper's ability? The Salvager? Sacrifice a creature? You could put him over there and sacrifice him.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
How do you do that, though? Do you have to
Sacrifice an artifact
tap it or something?
creature. Put a 1/1 counter on this.
Anytime you could cast a source. You don't have to tap to do that?
I'll do that after the attack phase.
Bogus.
That's crazy.
Okay, so now he's at +1 to
Yeah,
cast.
power and toughness are the 2 stats. Okay, yeah, I'll leave that on top.
Costs
Good
5.
ability.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a wicked combo.
There goes the
The
board.
Salvager with the potent
Mm-hmm.
or the portent. Magic.
Artifact from your graveyard.
The ability for Negan to keep coming back into play and sacrificing things like that is just unreal.
There's all my creatures.
Chonky says, or Chalky says, no tapping required. We don't do that here.
He has a +1 on him now?
Yep, he's a 3/3.
Ugh. All your stuff's 3. Gonna have to find a 3 block. Don't have one.
Gonna get to witness the reunion of a lifetime here, Lucille and
Witness
old
the
Negan.
fitness. Mm-hmm. Well. Ugh. All right, I gotta get something on the table here. Let's do.
Michael's saying, doesn't Negan give you a treasure from killing Glenn? So Negan says whenever an opponent sacrifices a creature, but I sacrifice the creature, so I assume he wouldn't trigger.
I don't like these 3s. Okay, well. Let's go. Howling Golem for 3. Every time it attacks or blocks, it makes us draw. Trusty Pack Beast for 3.
Okay.
1 for Commander's Plate.
All right.
And then I'll pass it over to you. I'm tapped out.
All right. Draw
Got
a
your
card.
Run of the board.
Untap. Let's see how bad we can make it. For you.
For you.
Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5. Oh, these are there.
Negan came in with a vengeance there, didn't he?
He's a murderer.
Goodness gracious.
Once it gets to that 5 resource curve. But normally, I would have to find my white resource. Like, he's 3 different resource colors. Luckily, I had the search mana stuff going on in the deck.
You gotta fix your colors, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the kids say.
Well,
Swing on.
you have
little
resources
doggy.
open? You're all
Nope.
tapped out.
Yeah, I had to play all that stuff because you killed it all.
I don't feel bad about this.
It's all gone.
Crazy. Well, why not? We'll pay for equip Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
He's +2 attack, specifically.
And then I sacrifice a creature every time you attack?
When he attacks, you have to sacrifice a creature. When you sacrifice a creature, I get a treasure token. Don't you see?
I get it. I get it.
You see? Then, this is just ridiculous. I will attack with everything.
Yeah.
When I do, you have to sacrifice a creature.
Okay, done. Let's sacrifice this pack beast.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and play an instant.
Okay.
Ghastly Demise. Destroy a target non-black creature if its toughness is less than or equal to the number of cards in my discard pile. I have 4.
Okay. And then I'll take 6, 10.
12 because of the bat.
Right on. Well, there goes 1 die. Don't even need it. Okay. You're wide open, though.
Then I'll pass.
All right. Untap everything here. The cards that you're playing from your hand that just kill my creatures are pretty interestingly strong. Draw a card.
You mean one resource is crazy?
1 for like 3 or 4.
I mean, like,
It's pretty impressive.
that Ghastly Demise is like one. It's gonna kill most things most of the time. Once you get like 10 cards in your discard pile, it can kill anything.
Yeah, I don't get it, but we're here.
Oh wait, and then if they do, I create a walker token. So I actually also get a 2/2 for free from doing that bat.
Every time the bat hits, you get a walker as well?
Every time you sacrifice something because of the bat, I get a walker.
Really? That's impossible. I cannot win this. There's nothing to be done.
Oh my god.
There's nothing.
Well, do you have any destroy cards in your deck?
Not so far. We're going to find them, though. All right, let's go Diamond in here for some Palace Sentinels. Don't worry.
People saying Ghastly Demise is slow. I guess because you have to get cards in your discard pile, but like...
I now become the Monarch.
Hey! You're the captain.
I'm the Palace. I am the captain. That's right.
Nice. I'm glad someone could be the captain.
Yeah, clearly the captain. And then, let's see, I've got 3 money here. And I can cast Glen for 5 again, but it's really just not what you need at this point, is it? Pass.
To me?
Is sacrifice? Yeah, we'll find out here in a second. I've got a grand plan.
All right. I hope it's grand.
End phase, I get to draw.
That's right. You're
Oh,
the
it's a
captain.
land.
All right. Start of my turn. I'll play land.
You only got 1 card, though, see?
Yeah,
I'm getting card advantage by the second.
that's right. Let's go 3. I'll save 1. 4, 5. To play a Malfeld Twins. When it dies, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature.
Okay.
Getting a little aggressive here. My stuff's getting too far. And I have 1 open of each color and a treasure.
It's dark. I think it's
It
the
is a little
magic
dark.
cards. They're a little dark. I'm going to crank that up. Ah. Like that's better. I can see again. They're soaking up all the light.
Oh, wow. That got so much brighter. All right.
Is that too bright?
I
I don't know. Seems okay. Guess we'll find out.
Well, I assume you have some way of not dying,
I'm going to try my best.
but either way, it's zombie time. Let's attack with everything and trigger the bat.
All right, I've got an instant. I'm going to pay 3 for Make a Stand. Creatures get +1 and gain indestructible until end of turn. They cannot be destroyed.
Oh, no.
Now, Smart Money says that sacrificing is destroying.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right, we're going to block old
Old Neegi.
Negan. Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and resolve this first. We defeat each other?
I'm indestructible, though.
Oh, you defeat me.
Yeah,
Negan out.
I'm the captain now.
He drops his bat.
Bobby Hillo got the Dillo. And then I take what? 3, 6, 10 more?
Plus these 2.
12 more. Okay. I'm going to 8. But I'm feeling good about
And I'll pass to you.
it. Feeling good about it. Okay. Pass to me. Draw and Gain. Oh, now I draw my land. Of course. Magic. Uh-oh, sacrifice does not destroy. Okay, yeah, so that game is just over then. All right, magic.
Well, hey, we did the magic thing.
We did it, yeah.
You know, you want to go top down and we can talk about our thoughts? Negan and his bat are crazy.
Yeah, those are, I mean, that's a weird, is the Walking Dead stuff just stronger?
I mean, I don't know. That just seems like the black thing. It blows things up somehow. So, but people were saying that destroy card I played
Slow, you said?
is slow, which I kind of get, because let me pull it up.
People must be playing very fast.
Well, the thing about it is, you destroy a non-black creature if their toughness is equal to or less than the number of cards in your graveyard. So you have to get 4 or 5 cards over here. I happen to be able to play lands that I can sacrifice to get more lands early. Otherwise, there would have just been nothing over there.
That's fair.
And so that's not really playable until like turn 7 or 8, maybe.
True.
Okay. Marco's saying they don't see any competitive play.
Apparently, it's actually weaker than normal Magic cards.
So what was everyone upset about? If people want to have a theme time and lose,
And they're just not good. They should, but that seems pretty good. Is there just, I imagine there's just commanders that are better. Yeah?
let's just look at the.
Why don't we take a commander out of here and play with one of those?
All right, let me see if I have a matching commander.
Keep the same.
Where?
Tap, look at the top X cards of your library, put one of those cards in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Oh, okay. I need some artifacts with that guy.
Do you have any red-black commanders?
No. Oh, in my stack?
Yeah.
Maybe. Red, black.
I guess technically I could do Piper with a red or black one.
For the number of opponents. Sorry, here's red, yellow. Belborka looks like a guy you might like. Or red, white. Red, green here. Cascade.
Do you have any red or black that have the partner keyword?
Red or black that have the partner. No, I don't. I'm just gonna flip to green here, man. Here's a red. Menace partner.
That's exactly what I needed.
Okay. Now the green cards. So I'm gonna go out of white and into green. Let's see what that play is like. Okay, white. Carl. Okay, yeah, that's good. Sky Whaler. Yeah, they see there's a destroy card.
You have your there he is. Benjamin. All right. So my commanders are Breaches. He's a goblin pirate. Breaches. Brazen Plunderer. What's Menace do?
I don't know. I have it on some of mine, so it's worth knowing.
And then I have the Prismatic Piper, and they're partners, so I can have 2 commanders. Prismatic Piper is your commander. You can choose a color before the game begins, and it is the chosen color. So he's going to be black, so that I can play black-white.
Okay. Your dream. It's official.
Mostly just don't want to change my deck.
It's happened. Yeah, I'm there. Okay, good. Done.
Swap this out.
And then we have green coming in. Menace has to be blocked by at least 2 creatures.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And then he says, whenever one or more of my pirates deal damage to an opponent, exile the top part of their deck. You may play those cards this turn, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. So he's plundering from you.
What do I do? What does he do?
This guy, if he deals damage to you, I can exile the top card of your deck and play it as though it's mana cost for whatever I wanted it to be.
Like 0?
No, not 0, like in color.
Oh, okay.
Like the colors.
Just essentially becomes generic, I guess.
Yeah. And the Piper is literally just a generic creature that lets you get a color.
And do you have to play both of those?
No. You just have 2 commanders, so you can summon them either by paying the cost.
But if one of them leaves play, does it cost extra just to cast the one that
Probably
left?
that one, yeah.
That seems good. Seems really good.
Even Steven?
Yeah.
Odd.
Odds odd. Okay.
This is funny that this is what I ended up playing. Haters saying, not always this way, but usually blue is draw cards and counter spells. White's gain life and multiple small creatures and deal with enchantments. Black is kill creatures and bring them back from the graveyard. Green is gain mana and fast ramp and have big creatures. And then red is direct damage.
Well, there you go.
I'm playing creature kill and direct damage. Are you surprised?
No. There's a problem. Get rid of it. Yeah.
Wow. What's converted mana cost? I'm asking all sorts of fun questions.
It's just converted. You know, from like... Wait, doesn't this thing convert mana costs to whatever you want them to be or something? Why not just guess? Forest in.
The cost of the card. Okay. So converted is the total combined cost of the card. I'm going to keep my hand.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. Green cards.
So,
1, 2,
one thing I will say about this game, obviously we're playing with modern cards, and we're playing a different format. But the reality that this system, mostly, was made in 1993, I definitely understand, having played a bunch of the throwback games we had played, from the 90s particularly. Beyond the generic, like, magical setting that this is in, like very similar to D&D, which has some momentum there.
I wonder if it came directly out of that, like Forgotten
I feel like it was
Realms and
separate.
stuff. Was it separate?
But then eventually there was crossover sets at some point. Anyways, mechanically speaking, the reality of how much easier this is to grasp, and like you feel like you have obviously mana screw is a very common terminology that gets tossed around. But like, I feel like you have enough control that you could jam out these games for like literally 23 years or 28 years or however long it's been. Because it is such an easy rule system to grasp and to understand. And you can introduce any kind of magical stuff into this realm. And so like, you can see why this was so generically appealing to so many people. Raver saying Magic was made to be played between D&D sessions, so similarity is very intentional.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Let's shuffle this up. See what happens here. And this is my I'm the captain now here. So Cascade, when you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the
What are we
exile
looking at?
cards on the bottom. This is Emoti, Celebrant of Bounty, a Naga Druid. I love Naga. Spells you cast with converted mana cost 6 or greater have Cascade. That would be sick. Do I have anything with 6 or greater spells? Not that it matters, I guess.
Crazy looking creature.
Anything is a spell in this game, right?
Yeah, all the cards are spells in your spell book,
Okay.
which is your deck.
I've got a few 6 or greater. Like 3.
Ryan, I'm with you. I mean, I think that at the time this was created, there's a reason it got so popular, and its popularity is ultimately what carried it into now. But even like the moments I had so many after playing the spoils for so many years, I feel like I'm spoiled to it.
Yeah, actually, it's true.
Which is like just being able to pay 3 to draw a card or pay 4 to play a resource, so you can ramp up, ramp down. I still think there's probably better ways to even do that. Like having resources in your deck is just such a problem. The fact that a third of my deck is resource cards, even at the end there, I drew my last card and it was a mana, and it's like, that's kind of fine.
Whoops.
But as like a just hang out and socially play game, especially the commander format, I totally get it. Like when it doesn't really matter, you're just one to play things.
I mean, it's enjoyable. It's absolutely enjoyable. Yeah. Okay. Pay 3, get 2. That seems good. We'll call it a day. All right. Let's go.
All right. I'm
See
going
what we
first. You ready
got.
for this? I'm going to play a mountain. Pass.
I gotta get my opening hands.
I'm not playing a mountain or passing.
Now I know your opening play. It's all over.
Did Richard Garfield design Vampire Masquerade? Is that true?
I think so.
It hurts me how many different games he made
Yeah.
that are totally different. Like Magic, Netrunner, Vampire Masquerade, Star Wars TCG, and Keyforge, as an example. Oh, that's such a wide range, let alone everything else he's done. He's done so many games.
Yeah, tons. I did that trivia game recently. All the bees or whatever. The
Ryan
bees.
says yes, it's true.
Okay. Let's go top down. Shuffled up.
This armillary sphere is amazing. 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, he did do Battletech.
Yeah, he definitely did Battletech. That's another one. So, this in some ways reminds me of Pokemon's problem. Very similar
You just got to search your deck all the
structure.
time to make it a game.
To make it a consistent game. But then at that point, it's like, why don't you just have people generate 1 mana around?
Sure.
Like, grab one from over there, and like you have to pick and choose and go, and like as you go, you're stacking out your resources that your opponent knows you can use. I don't know.
That's what Ryan was saying about why he likes the Flesh and Blood system feels better, because every time you're drawing, it's not like, oh, I just drew a land when I didn't need it, or I drew something that I didn't need when I needed a land.
Yeah.
Because it's everything. You know, every card is everything, and it can be slightly better, slightly worse. You still play with a curve. You still have to like make risk management decisions on how you build your deck.
But like the reality that sometimes you'll get your mana and not your creatures, and sometimes I'll get my mana and not my creatures, and then sometimes you'll get all your creatures and none of your mana, and vice versa. And sometimes we'll have games where we both got the right creatures and the right mana along the way, and it's like when both things are happening to both people at the same time is when you probably have the most enjoyable games.
Yeah. It's like when two people decide to go all in on poker.
Yeah, but that's where like something like even Ashes, right? That was one of the prompts for their design up front was you start with your resources, and there's no building, it just is what it is.
Okay, let's think about this. This would be a weird hand. I can't keep
Samuel's
this.
saying there's a mobile Magic game where you just get 1 mana a turn. I like it a lot. Isn't that kind of what Hearthstone does? It's like you gain 1 every round.
I've never tried it.
I think it's literally turn 1 you get 1 resource, turn 2 you get 2, et cetera, et cetera.
Similar to what Skytear does.
Yeah.
Just turns equals mana, which is pretty cool. It's a good way to do it.
All right, you mulligan.
Yeah.
Big money.
Well, lack of money.
Yeah, Raver says it's called Hearthstone.
Magic is the first CCG? Yeah, I think that's right.
Properly? Yeah, I think so. True Seller says, counterpoint, if I fall behind, I know you're drawing gas the rest of the game because there were no lands in your deck. I'm very likely to get buried. The chance that you could brick, I don't draw. I mean, yeah, but that feels so bad. Like if I actually outplay you and then you just get back in the game because I drew 5 mana in a round, I would much rather you have actual comeback mechanics built in. Like,
well, I drew 2 land that time.
Seems better.
So I guess we go back to the pile. You can't play with 2. What am I supposed to do?
I think you can. 'Cause you have 3 draws before you.
I had 2 mana, and then everything else was 3 or higher cost.
And now
It's
you're
like,
on.
if I don't hit that mana in the first 2, I'm just losing. So I need at least 3.
What was the original mulligan rule? People are saying the new one is better.
Maybe you just drew 6 rather than draw 7 and then put 2 back in. Because you would decrease your odds every time of seeing what you needed with the old mulligan, which would be bad.
Well,
Assuming what it is, what I think it is.
Jared says, I thought you guys had Magic on the schedule as an April Fool's joke. Not completely.
Okay, and then I got to put 2 under.
Oh, I see. So old school was you just drew less cards, period. Now you draw all the cards and then get to choose what goes under.
Okay, I'll take 5 cards then.
All right, you ready to party?
Yeah, sure.
I don't get to draw a card. I'll play a mountain. Pass.
All right, draw. Play a forest. Pass.
All right, I will draw. Did you draw your card?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll play a mountain, and then I'll play an artillery sphere for 2. It's the one I can sacrifice to
Same
go to 2
old
basics.
trick,
Yeah.
huh?
Mm-hmm. I think I have 2 of those, which is crazy.
Draw. Land. Tap it. Play a Moss Diamond for +1 mana. Over to you.
Draw a card. Ready. Play a land.
But what now?
Let's pay.
Mike Vallely over here. Rampant ain't easy, as you know.
Yeah, it's just so many resources. I don't know what to do with them. I can't miss my resource curve here. I'm going to spend 2 and sacrifice this. Search my deck for 2 land. Go black. And black. And then I'll pass 2. 1 open.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right. Let's go land. I'll pay 2 for an Elvish Visionary. When it comes into play, I draw a card.
Look at that art, though. It's good stuff.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Start of my turn. Ready? Draw. Let's play a land. I'll spend 4 on Blim, the comedic genius. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of a target permanent I control. Then each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but do not own.
Oh, cool. He's flying
I'll
4/3.
Pass my permanents over to you.
4/3 flying. Okay. Over to me.
What the?
Okay.
Oh. He's exactly the kind of commander I was looking for. He was already in my deck because he matched my resource curve.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a really good commander.
That's
there.
cool because you get it. So you really want some like bad permanents to put in your deck to like toss over to your opponent.
It's like Billionaire, yeah? Whatever it is he used to play.
Yeah.
Awful card.
Pluck and the Billionaire.
Yeah.
And
Horrible.
Keith McGillicuddy.
Horrible. Okay.
It's like, here, you can have this spring majig. Didn't you want that?
I got 5 money. I feel like I should play this Celebrant Bounty. Cascade. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Play that thing. Let's pay 5 to put a Moti in here.
That's awful. Mike's saying this is great, but awful. Zach, you play him with cards that make you lose the game, which black has a ton of. So you play cards that make you lose the game and you pass them over to your opponent. Evil.
How fun.
Evil.
Okay, Cascade coming in. I reveal or exile cards from the top until I exile a non-land that costs less than 5. There's one. And I put it into play for free, basically.
Wow. Okay.
Put the exiled cards on the bottom yet. Okay. Golem. Howling Golem coming in as well. Elvish Visionary. Not going to swing.
No flyers?
No.
All right. Draw. Let's play a land. No ramp problems here. Cards in hand.
4.
I'm asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Why not? We're gonna play the Prismatic Piper for 5. Nothing else to do. I guess I could play Breaches. I just don't want to
You don't get blown up.
Yeah. We'll swing with the Blim.
No blocks.
Blim. All right.
All right. Land up. Power up. Let's play a land. You've got all sorts of... I really don't have anything that's good at attacking and whatnot, you know?
What's Cascade?
So that's the one where when you cast it, it cascades, and then the thing, you cast a thing that costs less than it from your deck.
Wow.
That you find.
Permanently. Until
Yeah.
that thing's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I played my land.
My land is...
I mean, you probably don't want to trade commanders, right?
Descendant saying I have to give you a permanent. I don't have any permanents, though, right?
Yeah. Unless a land's a permanent.
In which case... someone's saying Blim's optional. We'll keep rolling.
I'm rolling, I'm rolling.
Lands and creatures are permanents. Is he optional? If not, he's going away.
Huh. Well, isn't this interesting?
Anything on the battlefield is permanent.
This is insane. Okay, so I've got some play here.
Someone say it's not optional. So I'm not going to attack. He's just going to be a
Well,
blocker.
you give me a land is what
I'd
happens?
have to give you a land or a creature.
Oh. Wow. That's less good. Okay. Okay, so now you have a 4/3 blocker. That's a different story now. So let's do Glacian Power Stone Engineer coming in for 6. And because of a Moti there, anything with cost 6 or greater has Cascade. So I'm looking for a 6 or less cost that I can play for free. I think it's got to be a non-land card. Ooh.
You hit like 5 lands in a row.
Non-land that costs less. This is a non-land that costs it. Monstrous Onslaught. Deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures. X is the greatest power among creatures you control as I cast this spell. The greatest power is 3. So I can do 3 damage where I want. I'll do 3, well... Great question. I mean, Blim is just nothing but bad for you now. So I should just kill that Piper, right?
Yep.
But Blim will eventually be a problem, maybe. Or maybe it's just a dead card forever.
Unless I draw permanents I want to hand you. That ability seems Wonkstown.
Cascade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's only 2 of these in the deck, so the 6 or greater mana cards are not abundant. Why don't you swap your commander with that one that was that you had? Oh no, you said you wanted this to be your
It's
commander.
fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
All right, and then I can attack if I want, but you can block everything. So
Something would get through.
that's true, but you block the commander and kill the commander. I don't
Get that. You could send just a...
Yeah, I attack here. We both draw a card. You
Then
block.
nothing
I lose a
happens, and then
creature.
I ready.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Ready. Draw. No. Seen this song and dance before. All right. Well...
Oh, this goes to the bottom. Yeah. Thank you, Rockvow.
This is the nature of my deck. I apologize in advance.
Kill everything.
Um,
Wipe it.
let's play a Noxious Dragon for 6. Has flying. When it dies, I can destroy a target creature with a converted mana cost of 3 or less. No, I'll pass. Welcome aboard, Magic Airline.
Big old dragon, huh? Okay. Got a diamond here. The diamond in the rough. Draw a card.
Kyle says more like Obnoxious Dragon. Funny.
Am I right? All right, playing a land. I'm at 7 here. Well, you know, it's sealed. I know this is not what you're supposed to do. Tap X, untap, look at the top card, put one into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. I don't know. Maybe I should just start doing that. Yeah, so I'm going to use this ability. Tap him. Tap any number of artifacts. I'm going to do 1. And then search the top X and grab a card.
Draw. Card draw seems good.
Yeah, card draw is good in this this here game.
This here?
And then we'll do 2 for a Kite-tail Corsair. He's sick. And then we will pass.
Okay. Oh god. Let's play a Lumen Grid Gargoyle, 6 cost, has flying.
Uh-oh.
It's a party. Then I'll swing with the Noxious Dragon.
Also has flying?
4 damage flying.
Okay.
Welcome to Burntown.
So he doesn't have flying until he's attacking, and so
He's grounded.
all right, you got me. I'm
Go to your room.
taking 4.
All right, then I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. I think am I doing this right? Draw.
It's like whopping.
Okay. So I've at least got to threaten you here. And then I get to play a land. Got plenty of that. So we'll pay 2 for a Sky Diamond. Come in tapped there. We'll pay 2.
He's going to the moon.
I've got money, man.
We like the stock.
Order of Nylea here. When it attacks, you put a +1/+1 on it. If it has 3 or more +1/+1s on it, sacrifice this and go get 2 lands.
Okay.
And put him onto the battlefield.
Wow.
Mainly just gets him to a 4. So then he's going to attack and become a +1/+1. So he's a 4/7.
I'll take it.
All right.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
And then that's all I can do there.
All right. End of round.
Yeah.
Play a land.
An absolute a classic play.
Seen a few of those.
Classic play.
8. All right, let's play a Rip Scale Predator for 6. Has to be 2 of these. I'll go 4 of these.
It's got to be blocked by 2 things.
Yep. And then I'll pay 2 for an Elvish Doomsayer. When it dies, you have to discard a card.
I'll try to prevent that from happening. You got all these big flying things.
Yeah. That's a beefy 6. Swing with these 3 things.
They're all flying?
They're flying. He's a menace. You have to block with 2 things on the Rip Scale.
Okay. All right. All these things are blocking that thing.
Okay, we're going to get to see how this works. You take 8.
Yeah, I'll take 8.
This feels exactly like we're kids. I have giant flying dragons that are just obnoxious. 6, so 1 here.
I mean, you do
And I
all
take
of it.
2.
You do 6 across and you take 5.
You got it.
Yeah.
So like that one card that destroys stuff, I only have 2 in my discard pile at this point. So it would still only get a 2 tough thing.
Only my, my
Yeah.
commander. But...
Yeah. Pass.
Okay.
Doomsayer is opposite of the Elvish Visionary. You have a Visionary?
Yeah, I did. It comes into play. I draw, and then I
Nice.
die as it does the
I
thing.
like it.
Draw a card. Uh-oh, party's over, bun.
Come at me, bro. I got dragons and stuff. And an imp.
Dragons and an imp. He looks like an owl. Well...
Larry King.
Man, I hit some good draws on this. That was a very fortunate draw for me.
It was magical.
All right, let's pay...
Oh, Ripscale has summoning sickness.
You played it that turn?
Yes. I can't attack. You have all those creatures back.
Okay.
So it's just hanging out. And I blew in for some damage.
I really wish they just came in tapped or something.
Yeah.
That's the one. I hated that. Didn't Spoils do that too? Where it's like, hey, remember, this creature, you can't use it.
You can't swing the creature on the first turn of the spoil?
I thought it may have come in tapped or something. I couldn't remember. Okay. More stuff. There's too many things. Do that again so we can clear the board out, would you?
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, just get us
Half
some,
my decisions
give me
are
some
informed
room
by
here,
cleaning
would you?
things up.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna spend 6 on a Horizon Scholar. Also flying. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. And then I wonder if Cascade happens before or after scry. Enters the battlefield when you cast this spell, exile cards.
I'm going to guess either or. I'll let you choose.
It's probably you cast it, you cascade, and then it enters play. Would be my guess. I'm gonna make sure before. So wait, cascade is before or scry is before?
Cascade first.
Yeah, okay. A Fine Dorn Elves. Wow, great. Hit a 1-cost card with cascade. Beautiful.
Very fine.
Keep building this board.
But it taps for a resource.
It's just what I need right now with 1 card in hand. And then scry 2. And what happens with scry?
You can. It's like opt.
Can I opt them both out?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want these. They're both resources. Got resources when I'm in the hot spot here.
Defensor, this is Sealed Commander.
If I swing 5, you can block with that thing, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can block with both of them, and then I would be in a bad spot. But what else are you gonna do, you know? Those are big numbers.
I have a clock over here with the
I don't know what else to do.
brigade.
I don't think I can attack. But I don't know if it gets any better.
Been in that situation before.
5. So then you can block with both. I need to be at 8 life here, don't I? I think I'm supposed to pass. I don't know.
You have a lot of creatures.
I bet they all will just die in like 2 turns, and then I'll just strictly lose.
I mean, I can only block so many things.
Right. But like, you block 3 of them and kill them.
Yeah.
And then next turn, you block 3 more and kill those, and you don't lose anything.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So you can't. I
Okay.
don't think you can do that.
Mine?
So yeah, we'll stay there, yeah.
Let's draw a card. Play a resource.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
This guy's flying too, so you can block your. You can 1-for-1 you somewhere earlier. So kill him first.
Good to know. Let's pay 2 for a Blade Brand. Target creature gains Death Touch until the end of turn. Draw a card.
I have a reaction, so don't do anything yet.
All right, I pay for it. It's on the stack.
Where do instants go? Where do I put my instants?
You can add an instant on top of this so it'll resolve before this resolves.
Okay, I'll do this. I'm playing a Hull Breacher.
What?
When an opponent would draw a card, I gain a treasure, and you don't draw.
Treasure token here.
Because I need money. I've got the treasure.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So then yours resolves.
Yeah.
And then mine
here.
resolves.
It's
I
here.
gain Death Touch, and then I don't draw a card.
Yeah.
We'll put it on the rip scale.
Death Touch on the rip scale?
Doesn't matter.
It's going to kill anything anyway.
Then we'll
No, that's
pay. It's just the end of turn. I'm not swinging with that thing.
Why not?
That's a perfect blocker.
Oh my gosh.
You attack, you discard a card. I took up an attack. Doesn't
True,
matter.
true.
Anyways, I'm gonna play
But I
Breaches.
don't have any cards, so your plan is a folly.
2, 3, 4. Here comes Breaches.
Oh, this is Magali too.
Yeah, you can tell. The light. Always the light. Card's name?
None.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need them.
We're gonna swing with.
He just come in. He's sick, yeah.
Yeah, he's just looking at his ability. These.
Okay. And he hits me. You got to give me something.
Yep.
Good.
I have to give you a permanent.
What are permanents, like land?
My land that I'm not using.
I'm certainly not either. I don't need more land.
All I've been drawing is land.
Okay, can I just put stuff where it belongs, I guess?
Yeah. So technically, these 3 are flying.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is menace. So to block him, you got to block with at least 2.
And what's this under here?
He's got Death Touch.
Oh, okay. But that just means he kills it anyway, right? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
But like if you did it so that the last thing he does only takes 1,
Mm-hmm.
he would still just kill it.
Okay.
True Teller says, ship him one of those tap lands. He'll ready it on his next turn. He's got plenty of resources. He's going to have 1 card a turn forever.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that bogus? Actually, we're about to change that. All right, let's do this old play. The same thing we did last time. Black is a big thing with these things.
Okay.
I'm going to start there and work down the chain. And then whenever he attacks or blocks, each player draws a card. But I think, don't you cancel that? Yeah. Oh, in the first one they draw in each of their draw steps.
So I always get my bat draw.
Yeah,
You just
but
cancel my
instead I get
other
a treasure. So now it's canceled. I got the combo of the century
You
here.
did. Yep. So you get another treasure.
All right, we'll do that in a second. Then I think I should probably go 1-for-1 here. I don't know. Should I? I'm behind. I need to stop things from happening. Which one do you like the most?
This one kills something. This makes me ship something to you. And that's blank.
If it fits, it ships, baby. Destroy target creature converted mana cost 3 or less. I don't want that.
It would be the golem. He's already going to die. So there's
It would
nothing
be
left
this.
for me to get. Yeah, there it
It
is.
would be that guy. You don't want that. So we'll block this guy.
Okay, now I'm gonna be fair play here.
Yeah.
If I ship you a land, you lose a life and lose a card.
What?
So each player loses life and discards cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own.
So that'd be 1. Did I lose a life?
Every time he swings. Okay.
Wait, no, it's discard cards. I don't have any cards to discard.
Well, so like next round on my turn, if he swings and you don't block him and he deals damage, for every one of my cards that you control, you're going to lose a life and a card.
Yeah. We're going to have to just deal with that for a while.
All right. You're good.
Let me just see it. Let me make sure I understand it. Deals combat damage to a player. That player gains control of a target permanent you control. Then each player loses life. They control but don't own. Okay.
So if you don't have a way to ship me things.
So I lose 1, and then I lose 2, and then I lose 3, and then I lose 4, and then I lose 5, and on it goes.
If I can ship you that many things. But if you destroy them, that goes away because I have to attack with them for that to happen.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe that's right. Sure. Well, let's kill this guy. I think you're right about that.
It just could get really degenerate really quickly.
I mean, it's not going to last that long.
Yeah, so they'll nuke each other.
Okay.
8 comes through.
Yeah.
And then these nuke each other.
Yeah. And then I draw a card and you don't.
Yeah.
Like a fool. I've got card advantage. Oh, wow. That's exactly what you need to draw right now. Oh, wow. An 8-cost creature? You're done. Okay.
Pass.
And I get another treasure. Treasure. We're playing Magic now, baby. I like that clear board.
You're welcome.
9. Okay, we've got money, bank, draw. Okay. An elf spell. What is it? Oh, it probably just says elf on it. That would be my idea there. Okay. Well, I think we've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got one of
5,
those
6,
Colossus Dreadmoths.
7, 8. For a Maelstrom Colossus.
Oh, Lord.
Cascade 7/7. Gale Strike. Return target tapped creature to its owner's hand and draw a card.
They cost the same.
That one. Draw a card. Look at that. Instant Gale Strike. How cool is that?
Oof.
This goes to the bottom, is that right?
I think it gets banished.
Is it banished? Okay, it's gone. Don't need it. All right. Now, do we want to do some math? Should we hold some cards? Oh, I just drew a land. I can play a land still, right?
After your attack phase.
Okay, after I attack, I'll play a land.
Oh, you have another Cascade, right?
Oh, because it hits twice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
It's like an avalanche.
The Wolf God.
Wow.
Legendary creature, Wolf Beast. As long as it's your turn, commanders have indestructible.
That seems relevant.
Well, hello. Okay.
Does that Cascade?
No, only 6 or higher off of this.
Got you.
Yeah, this one cascades himself, so it's kind of a different situation. And then I'll do treasure 2/3 for it's Bowmaster.
All right.
Has reach, so I can at least trump one of your flyers. And when you cast an elf spell, you do 2 to a target creature with flying.
Nice.
So that could be good if I find one of those.
Yep. All right, you got any swings?
Well, yeah, I feel like I should swing with pretty much most everything.
Well, these are all sick, right?
Yeah, they're sick. These guys are sick. So this guy's going to swing for sure. This guy's indestructible, so that's swinging. These guys mean nothing, so I'm going to hold them back. All right, we're going to go swinging indestructible, and then this ticks up because of this little enchant card. So 5 and 3.
I'll block that.
Okay.
Resolve.
Resolve. I'll discard this land when that thing dies,
Yep.
and then you take 3.
Got it.
Okay. Back to you.
Draw a card.
What is this even? That's a good. So the exile pile, I think.
Let's play this. Let's pay 2 for an armillary sphere.
Oh, the sphere
Pay
strikes
2 and blow it up to go get 2 lands. Just want to thin my
Thin that
deck.
deck, baby. To the dragons.
Need some more dragons. And then I'll play that Noxious Dragon back.
I just know I'm about to draw an elf spell.
And then you have 1 flying blocker, eh?
Yeah.
I will swing for 4.
I gotta take that.
You can block it.
I'm not gonna chump that. I could potentially do 2
I'm
damage to it.
just saying that you could. I'm not saying
Not
you
until
should.
it's gonna kill me while I do that.
Then it's your turn.
Nine, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was actually a land.
Bryce, I just saw him die out there. We're about to be going to help in that mess.
Oh my gosh. What a draw, Zach. It's
He's a top deck
I'm
god.
top checking everything I could possibly want.
There's magic in these cards.
All right, untap everything. It's crazy. Okay. Well, we're gonna play this, and I might 3. What does it say with 3? It costs 3 or less there.
Mm-hmm.
I might be able. I mean, I swing forever. Let's see what we've got. 10, 11, 15, 17, 23, 26. That's a lot. What is that? 3 cost 3 or less? It's that Hull Breacher though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I just want to get it over with, you know? At a certain point. I'm going to pay 3 to play a Stinger Fling Spider that says when it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature with flying. So that seems good.
What are you destroying?
I don't know. We'll do that one.
Okay, we'll blow up that.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's do things that wouldn't die. So 1, 2, 3, this. You got a 3, 6, 10, 17 coming in.
Okay.
Okay, this immediately pops, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Put a +1, then if it has 3 or more, sacrifice it.
The creature?
No, this thing.
Mm.
And search your library for up to 2 basic, put them in a battlefield tapped. It's a good one.
Okay.
All right, so now it's 3, 6, 10, 17. And this guy's indestructible.
Mm.
Oh, the counters stay. Oh, cool.
I'll block the big guy.
Okay. So take 3, 6, 10.
You know what? How many is it?
10, 17 total.
Mm-hmm. Actually, won't block. Take 17?
Yeah. Take 17. Beautiful words.
All right, mine?
Yeah. Luckily, you got that land. That's from that little orb you played in it.
Yeah. That's right. Well, I got it out of my deck at least, I guess. Let's go ahead and pay 7 for the Piper.
Uh-oh. Piping ain't easy.
Dang straight. Swing for 4. Flying.
I don't know. Like, do you have any weird stuff here? These both have reach, so that's notable. I could potentially kill him.
That's the worst. I didn't know that had reach.
Yeah, it's a spider.
We'll
Just building the counter.
We'll just pass.
All right, passing.
We got a tie game.
All right.
Let's see what you top down. Give me some lands.
No, no lands in here. A lot of lands. Do you have any artifacts or enchantments? Okay. Do I have to target something to play something that targets? Or can I play it just to play it?
I don't think you can just play it.
Are you serious? This is Magic we're talking about here. Oh, I'm going to do this then. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play Natural Reclamation.
Oh, this is an artifact.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great then. Cascade and then destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Got it.
Enters the battlefield, scry 2. Look at me, I'm magicking. It's all over. You've activated my trap card here. I think I'm going to end up swinging with everything. I haven't done the math, but it seems like the right thing to do.
One of those moments.
Yeah. You might have some tricky cards there. So 6, 10, 17, 20, 1, 23, 25. I mean, it could go real wrong, you know, if you're doing something weird, but let's go. Swinging with all of it.
Okay. Indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it indestructible? This thing?
Mm-hmm.
That thing needs to go. But it won't. Okay. I think this is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to block these 2.
Okay.
And then I have an instant.
Uh-oh.
Ghastly Demise.
Mm.
Destroy a non-black creature. And I have 9 cards over here. So
Okay.
I'm popping that guy off.
Uh-oh. There he goes.
And then there's damage and stuff.
Okay. Damage
These-
and stuff, indeed.
Go away.
So these guys are dead. And then you take 12.
Down to 4.
Plus 3, 15.
2.
He's got the 3 counters.
Oh. 15. Down to 1.
We were almost there. So close. Did
We were
they
on
tap to block?
Yeah, but they ready at
Oh,
start.
right. Okay. All right, done.
All right. My commanders are on the field. Okay. Interesting.
You see that swamp?
Land. Meanwhile, back on the farm.
Can you imagine pay through draw, pay through draw, pay through draw?
They're tapped, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It would be way better.
Oh my gosh.
I'll pay 3 for a Foundry Inspector.
Well, thank God he's finally here.
Mm-hmm. This could get interesting. Breaches is going to attack.
And what does he do?
You have to block with 2 things to block
can't.
them. Yeah.
No blockies.
You're going to take 3, and then whenever one of my pirates deals damage to my opponent,
He did.
exile the top card of each other opponent's library. So the top card of your deck is exiled, and I can play it this turn, and the mana matches my stuff. So it's a Flood of Recollection.
It's so good.
Turn target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand.
Like
Okay.
that ghastly demise.
So I can pay 2 sorcery. Instant or sorcery. Ghastly Demise is fine. Yeah, I'll go to Ghastly Demise back.
Yep.
Pay 2 for it. And then,
I scried that there, you know?
yeah. Okay, and then you'll take 3.
Yeah.
And then I still lose.
Are you killing something?
But no reason to do it yet.
This guy's not indestructible, if that matters.
Well, if I destroy
Probably
that,
this
it's
thing,
definitely
yeah.
not indestructible.
Yeah.
But I only have 2 blockers. Yeah, 4 things. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll ghastly demise this thing.
You killed my wolf.
And then
Here we draw.
you have 4.
Check this out. I'm gonna pay a bunch of cash for an entourage of Trest. I become the monarch. And I swing with everything. Because I'm the monarch. Let's make sure that actually works.
It does. I block here and here, and then you kill me.
Yeah, just 1 damage has to get
Yeah,
through.
just 1.
All right.
Got him. So I have some final thoughts, and then we're going to get out of here so we can
Yeah.
pack those Ashes Reborn subscriptions up, or help. It looks like they're moving along pretty fast out there. So people were saying that like one of the good things about having resources in deck is that it's a comeback mechanic, and that if you're ahead and you start drawing mana, like your opponent, gives your opponent a chance to catch up. But like my argument would be, look at the spoils, which is just, obviously they still have the resources problem, but I would rather,
But you can face down a card.
well, but you can still like pay 3 to draw and get a resource.
That's true.
Like you could top deck enough resources in a row.
That's right.
It just feels like it's like a lean back solution instead of a lean forward. Like you don't have any control over it. It just happens sometimes or it doesn't. And the same thing can happen too when like you're behind and you just keep drawing resources. Like if you had top decked resources there, I don't think you have a way out.
No way. What a loss. I like top decked all like a string of 5 cards that I explicitly needed to turn that around. But that makes a lot of sense, right? So card games are going to have an element of variability, which is what makes it fun. But I think it's no secret that this is a game designed in '93, and designers have learned a lot from Magic.
Yeah, a ton.
And if it didn't exist, we wouldn't know a lot of the lessons that have happened at this point. So something has to be the gateway for us to even care enough to balance a game precisely.
Yeah. Well, and
Magic's definitely it.
And this was the gateway that made the economic model sustainable enough that even the board game market today, I don't know that it works if the 15 years before that hadn't happened with Magic.
Yeah.
So stores being able to exist the way they exist, and the player growth and the player base and the community of all these things. So there's no question that like, I think the most impressive thing about this is like, in the same way that like, I'm trying to picture like, I don't know, any amount of content like plays and stuff existed before like movies and TV shows.
Sure. Yeah.
To still be the like premier biggest leading thing is what's most impressive, which is really just obviously they had a first mover advantage and were really successful, but then they've leveraged that to make great art, to iterate on the game, to push things forward. So like you can't exactly hate it, but at the same time, like playing it,
I don't think you can hate it at all.
yeah, I don't. But like, I'm also not. It's not like I play the game and I'm like, oh, this is so much better than all the other games I've been playing.
You know what's funny though? The reason for that is that every other game we've been playing is so similar. I mean,
Sure.
Mostly it's so similar. Like, yeah, it feels pretty much like we're, doing what we do in every game. We're playing resources onto the board. We're building creatures onto the board. We're attacking. Ashes Rise of the Phoenixborn doesn't exist in the form that it does without Magic. It's the same kind of game.
Yeah.
They solve the resource system by just saying, get the land out of the deck, put it on dice, and then play creatures. And even more so that your conjurations in first 5 that you start with eliminates all of the problems we're witnessing here.
Yeah.
But it brings its own problems in that if you have your first 5, every game, you can create a combo of cards that is very strong, right?
And like that lack of variability. But that's where like, I mean, I get it. Like even just Friday Night Magic, people hanging out, playing Draft or Sealed or Commander. This is a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's a game system that's easy enough to understand. And like most of the time, I don't think you're just going to get bodied by someone who just like,
Compared to Magic, you would.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But like if you're just hanging out playing Seal the Draft, it's like, it's an enjoyable, somewhat universally, like it's just, I don't want to say generic because it sounds bad, but like it's a generic system of the universe and magic and spells and all that kind of stuff.
It's funny, it became generic because everybody copied it.
Yeah.
It's so funny to think about really the impact that this game had.
Yeah, you can definitely see it.
And the reality is that what the story of Magic is it hit, and the system worked very much well enough for most people to grasp it and appreciate it, and for it to spin off into 16,000 different sets and still create new content is a miracle. But then most importantly, it got a hold. And if you're going to play one of 20 games where you're creating resources, playing things, and attacking, you're going to do the one that everybody's playing.
Yeah.
And if every game shop has this one, then you do this one, right? So it makes a ton
Absolutely.
of sense. But I think at this point, yeah, we've seen different ways that games have solved a lot of the problems that Magic is presenting. I think even Magic players would say, like, this is far from a perfectly streamlined, beautiful game system. It has
Yeah.
its age, but there's some charm to that.
Sure.
But then there's also games that have spun off in completely different directions. Like I think like Flesh and Blood's an example of a game that goes in a different direction, but it also lives on the back of Magic because, you know, James came from that environment.
Yeah.
The tournament series, the idea of a pro player, like all these kinds of concepts are all baked in. So it's amazing to revisit it. It's as clunky as you would expect, but kind of in a nice way, and it deserves to be that way. It's kind of like my old Tacoma. I took it to the mechanic and they were like, well, it's going to shake a little bit, but it's a 2003.
But it'll
And
roll.
it's like, yeah, that's right. But it has been here, and it will keep you on the road for many, many years to come.
Yeah, I think that's undoubtedly true. And I think that the most impressive thing to me, beyond totally reinventing the category, is understanding most of this rule set was made in 93. When we play a lot of these old 93 games, like the fact that this rule book could fit on a single card probably, it is
Compared to the games in that space, this
I
is a
totally,
revolution.
I get 100% why it was so absurdly successful and accessible for people. And that success obviously bred success because once you, exactly like you were saying, once that's what everyone's playing on Friday night, that's just the game you're going to choose because everyone's playing it. So
Yep.
really interesting to see on the table. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Hey, this was super fun. We had a great time. We hope everybody enjoyed it as well. Not really an April Fool's joke. Kind of
Fully.
but like it's we like it. We're gonna play some Magic. We played everything. We thrown back to a lot of stuff, and we'll keep doing it. So hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.